Hello, everybody. Welcome to the White Wolf of Icicle Creek.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. Since you can tell a lot about a person by where he or she lives, I thought I'd introduce myself by showing you my room. As you can see, I keep it pretty neat. Of course, I don't spend that much time in here. I always seem to be off solving mysteries. Anyway, here's my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery-solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous, and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That will tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
So yeah, this is the 16th Nancy Drew game from 2007. We're gonna read the case file first. I also had the Wii version. I didn't have the PC version. Current assignment: head the Icicle Creek Lodge, a small guest lodge deep in the Canadian Rockies of Alberta, Canada, and try to figure out why so many accidents have been happening there. The woman who runs the lodge, Chantal Mulquay, called me out of the blue, saying that Bet and Ed Raleigh from Shadow Ranch had recommended me. She sounded so desperate that I couldn't refuse. She said she was on her way to Edmonton to meet with her lawyers, so her handyman Ollie Randall will pick me up at the airport. That's Ollie. She told me it's been really cold and snowy there, and that I should pack accordingly, and then she said something about a wolf. The connection was getting really bad and I could barely hear her. But I'm pretty sure she used the word prowling, or was it howling? Along with dangerous and be careful. Accents are one thing, but wild animals, I hope I know what I'm getting into. Okay, we have the time there. We're gonna start a new game. Junior level, yeah, junior. Here we go, Canada.
When Chantal told me you were just a young thing, well, I thought she was pulling my leg. But you're not much older than my little girl, Freddie.
Well, if one of the people at the lodge is to blame for all those accidents, Chantal thinks somebody like me has a better chance of figuring out who it is than somebody more, hard-nosed.
Chantal has a bad habit of making up her mind without thinking things clear through. No need for you to tell her I said that, of course.
Is she still in Edmonton?
Afraid so. Insurance company's giving her and her lawyers a real hard time. Left running the lodge up to me. Which is why I'm not real crazy about the idea of having somebody new underfoot. Especially if something else happens.
I won't be underfoot, Mr. Randall, and I may be young, but I'm no novice when it comes to solving mysteries.
We're here, so you'll get to prove yourself soon enough.
Okay, cool. Wolf howl.
You hear that? Well, now, what was that?
Uh-oh. Boom, kaboom. Kaboom. 8:40 p.m. Okay.
Was anyone in the bunkhouse when it exploded?
No, ma'am. Everyone here at the lodge is accounted for.
That's where Elsa and Becky had been living. Guess it was a good thing they quit after all. Elsa was my maid and Becky was my cook. Does the sheriff have any idea why the bunkhouse exploded?
No.
He said he'd know more after the lab was done running tests on the debris he'd collected. He did say the blast was pretty powerful.
One of his deputies found the knob to the back door clear out on the highway.
Oh, that does it. Nancy, you have to find out who
I
or
will.
what is behind these incidents, and you have to do it fast.
You sure you don't want to give your daddy a call?
I'm good.
My dad runs a whole chain
Oh,
of
she's good.
resorts, Ollie. If you think I'm going to admit to him that I can't handle running just one, guess again. Besides, Nancy comes highly recommended, and I'm sure she's got a foolproof plan for getting to the bottom of this. Don't you, Nancy?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking that maybe I'd just be your new maid.
He's like,
Want to be my maid?
That would give me access to everyone's room, and I could question people without making them overly suspicious.
true.
Oh, yeah, that's an excellent idea. All right, you're my new
He's
maid.
staring at me.
In fact, you're
What's
my
up,
new
Ollie?
cook, too.
Your cook?
That way,
Hmm.
Ollie can stop pretending he can even read a recipe, let alone follow one. You'll have even more excuses to talk to the guests
That's a fine idea, ma'am.
Now,
It
we're not
is.
taking any more guests until this accident thing is cleared up. So I want both of you to make sure that the 4 guests we have are well taken care of. Especially that Olympic caliber cross-country skier from Fredonia, Yanni Volstaya.
Volstaya.
To the lodge is just what I need to attract the European jet-setting crowd.
I'm gonna be pretty busy trying to get rid of that wolf, Chantal.
We heard it howl last night, just before the bunkhouse blew up.
Well, do whatever you have to, Ollie. Oh, and Nancy, I want you to call this police detective I've hired as a consultant. I put his number on the phone there at the lodge. In fact, I think you know him.
Tino Balducci.
I gotta go. My lawyer's here. Good luck, you guys, and keep me posted. Coming!
Coming.
Tino Balducci.
Uh-huh.
I'll get you a master key and leave it in your room. If you need anything else, I'll be in the basement.
You go do that, Ollie. He's a cool guy. Okay, so let's look around here. Let's look at the closet. Oh, it's locked. How do I open it? We have a rack here, which we
This
have
must
a
be the key Ollie said he'd leave for me.
For the
And this must be a list of which guest is in what room.
We're the
That'll come in
maid.
handy.
So keep that in mind. We're the maid. There's our teddy bear. So cute and fluffy. Employee instructions. See, maid duties. Daily cleaning. Pick up laundry bag at the front desk. Available after 5:45 a.m. Enter and clean only those rooms displaying the housekeeping sign. Make the bed. Remove used towels and washcloths. All rooms displaying the housekeeping sign must be cleaned no later than noon. When finished, drop the laundry bag down the chute at the top of the stairs by the restroom.
Skating pond maintenance.
Skating,
Oh, looks like
we'll
I'm going
need
to be
this
doing a little bit of everything while I'm here.
right? Pond must be shoveled after every snowfall. Warning, some sections of ice will be very thin due to hot spring activity. Pay close attention to the color of the ice and only shovel off those areas which are safe to skate on. The shade of the ice will reveal how many adjacent ice grids have dangerously thin ice. This is dangerous. This is least dangerous. Be sure to mark these areas with an orange safety cone and never step on one. Skating pond maintenance continued. Example of a shoveled snow pond. This color means that there are 3 patches of thin ice nearby.
Report all avalanches
Oh, my
to
bad.
the Avalanche Patrol.
Hold on. I was gonna go back. Okay. So, it's this color here. This color or I should say just 3. 3 patches of thin ice nearby. This color means there are no patches of thin ice nearby. This color means that there is 1 patch of thin ice nearby. That one. This bottom area never has thin ice. Place cones on thin and cracked ice. Okay. Avalanches. All employees should remember that avalanches are a constant danger in this area. To avoid triggering an avalanche, do not make loud noises when in the back country. Always wear snowshoes when walking on snow that is potentially unstable. Report all avalanches or conditions conducive to avalanches. Conducive to avalanches. To the Avalanche Patrol. There's a number. Criminal activity. Report any and all criminal activity observed in the vicinity of Icicle Creek Lodge. Sheriff Mahicon. Sauna employees should remember that heat and moisture sometimes cause the door to the sauna to stick and should periodically check to make sure that no guests are stuck inside. Cooking. Breakfast served from 7 a.m. to 8:15 p.m. Lunch served from noon to 1 p.m. Dinner served from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. For food preparation, please consult manual in the kitchen. Okay. So, let's, can we open this now? I want to see what's inside. Oh, I'm not gonna need that. I thought I would. So that's a clock to change the time or whatever. Sure, I can't use something to open oh, there's another key. We got our suitcases. Like in every single Nancy tree. I don't think we can open them though this time around. Let's go. So this is the wastebasket and restroom. Let's go to the main desk. There's a lot to look around in. Let's check the computer. Checklist. Maid duties. Same thing we got earlier on that paper, just a printout. Icicle Creek Lodge guest register. Previous year.
Contents deleted. Wonder why.
I don't know. Green indicates it is safe to go outside. Yellow, this is what we'll also need to figure out. Yellow indicates caution that there's a chance of hypothermia with prolonged exposure to outdoor elements. Orange indicates danger, there's high risk for hypothermia. Red indicates extreme danger, very high risk for hypothermia within seconds. And if you end up you go in the hospital, right? Or whatever. Then we're doing birding information. Below is a comprehensive list of birds in the area of Icicle Creek. We don't have to go through each one, but I think eventually we will. I'm not sure. Waterfowl, game birds, loons, hawks, eagles, falcons, shorebirds, pigeons, owls, swifts and swallows, hummingbirds, woodpeckers, vireos, corvids, chickadees, kinglets, thrushes, tanagers, sparrows, orioles, and finches. I don't think I pronounced some of those right. Ice fishing at Icicle Lake. The solar heated shack on Icicle Lake allows enthusiasts to go ice fishing even the coldest of days. Fish commonly found in Icicle Creek are pictured below. Most fishermen try to avoid hooking the lake sturgeon, a behemoth, which is infamous for chewing right through fishing lines. Yikes. So we got the Northern Pike, which looks like that. The yellow perch, which looks like that. The borbot. Lake whitefish. That's pretty. Lake sturgeon. I like lake whitefish. Okay. Let's get out of here. We got a printer. I don't know if we'll need that right now. Let's look at here. We got the laundry bag. Let's read these. My darling Elsa, remember how I told you that I love you more than anything? Well, that was true. What's even truer is that I'm gonna love you forever. Sometimes thinking about forever makes me dizzy, like when I start thinking about the sky and how it doesn't stop at the moon or the sun or even the Milky Way. But just keeps going and going and going. But when I think about you, forever seems totally cool because if one thing's to just keep going and going by yourself, but to keep going and going with somebody, that's awesome. Write me back as soon as you get this. I can't wait to see you next week. Love forever, L. Aww, that's so sweet.
Looks like Elsa was having major boyfriend problems.
I don't know if these are in order. Well, obviously they're in order, but... Dearest Elsa, you send your letter that you love me forever back, but if that's true, why do you put off coming home here to see me? When I read you weren't coming, I stopped and looked around because it felt like somebody had walked up and stabbed me through the heart. I'm starting to get real jealous at the lodge you work at. You spend way, way more time there than you do with me. And I don't like it one bit. I can't help myself. I'm so in love with you, it's getting hard to see straight, and that's the truest thing I've ever told you. Come see me next week. This is red flag material, ladies. Totally and completely yours, L. Because he's kind of like controlling and bad. Okay, dear Elsa, this time when I read in your letter saying you weren't coming, I didn't get sad, I got mad. Ooh, that's scary. I can't believe you think working as a stupid maid at some stupid lodge for some stupid lady whose name I can't even pronounce is more important than spending time with me? Underlined, by the way. If I didn't love you so much, I'd tell you to take a flying leap. But since I love you more than anything, I'll just have to do something else, like maybe take your precious collection of troll dolls, oh god, out of the box we store in my garage and dump them down the disposal, or maybe we'll sell them on eBay for $0.05 a piece. I don't know how much, this is modern, I think, day or something. When did troll dolls come out on eBay? I don't know. No, it's not like antique letters. I thought that last time. I thought these were like very old letters, but they're not. I don't know how else to make you understand that I love you with all my heart, and I always will. Oh. Okay. So, we got this down here.
Chantal, this is my formal notice of resignation. Please call me at 555-2383 if you expect any delay with a check.
Okay.
Elsa.
January 15th, Chantal. This is my formal notice of resignation. While I've enjoyed being, this is different. Being in service with you and the staff at Icicle Creek Lodge, I no longer feel safe with all these accidents going on. I put a claim to your insurance company for the damages sustained to my tires by the wolf. Please call me if you expect any delay with the check. Elsa's Sybil Hoth. Okay, interesting last name. Let's go back upstairs and do the laundry stuff. Oops. I'm gonna do that real quick. So we got Quill. We're just gonna do the laundry. We can look what they have in there. Oh, that's just my room. My bad, I thought it was so cool there. Okay. We're gonna open it with these, I think. Can I open the door? Wait, it's after. Oh, it's got the housekeeping. Okay, the signs, I remember that. Okay. Well, I can't open ever. That's kind of bad to do. So we just gotta. The bed is made. Winter sports. This must be the Russian skier. World Championship venue remains a mystery by Jack Roberts. While it is common knowledge that the World Championship cross-country skiing competition will take place in Alberta, Canada, the winter after next, exactly where in Alberta is currently the sport's best kept secret. We will be making a formal announcement next month, said Olivia Dorfman, director of the event. When pressed to explain the delay, she said, "Delay? There's no delay. We simply saw no reason to announce the venue any earlier. It is widely rumored that behind-the-scenes bidding by the hotel and restaurant chains has held up the final decision, leading to criticism that the event has become more about commerce than competition." But Dorfman refused to comment on either charge. Despite Dorfman's steadfast silence, there is growing speculation that the prestigious event will be held somewhere around Banff, specifically in the pristine countryside which borders Icicle Creek. The fact that hotel owners and restaurateurs in the Icicle Creek area are extremely reluctant to discuss the competition lends considerable credence to the rumor, but only time, in the form of Miss Dorfman, will tell. Next month, the winter sports, Skater Nation. Why are so many top skateboarders making the switch to snowboarding? Plus, crazy Ivan reports in from the Alps. Like, yo man, what's going on? Skateboarder. Okay, yeah, you're cool. Okay, we're gonna take that. Let's go. Let me see. Thought there was another thing I had to do here. So, is that just it? Just that? Okay. And then we got this room. Sometimes we have to make the bed because these people are lazy and they can't make their beds. See, open covers. Oh, what was that? Okay. Oh, I want to see what that I think we got more reading material here. This looks like a college kid. Lady Hawk Classics. Oh, this is Buck, The Call of the Wild by Jack London. Oh, I can't read it. It's a nice cover. It's got a real wolf. Okay. I'm just looking. He's a painter. Okay. Good, I can't steal anything from him. I want to paint. Nancy wants to frickin' be an artist. What the hell, man? Okay. Share that. Okay, we're gonna go over here. We got more maid duties in these last two rooms. What's this? Structural Engineering, a textbook, another college student style. Sylvie Theron, illustrations by P. Wallace. And then we got Rudimentary Geology, which is gems. Geology of gems. Rudimentary. Ruby? No. They look like gems, so I'm gonna assume like rocks and all that. Okay, I already did this one. Did I do that one? Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Double checking. Just double checking. What's this? Ooh, creepy. Okay, I don't want to go there yet. I'm gonna double check my work though. Okay. I think I got them all. Except this one. I don't know.
This must be where I drop the laundry bag after I'm done cleaning all the rooms.
Okay. Let's see what's over here. Ooh, that's a necklace.
Bone which Trapper Dan found near the lodge. He believed it came from a race of giants known as Rexes. The bone's not there. Wonder what happened to it.
I don't know, used for a weapon. There's this thing that you can unlock later, I think, in the game. Snowshoes owned and used by Trapper Dan in the early 1900s. Okay, let's look at these photographs, sorry. The nabbed setting of the lodge. Rugged setting of the lodge, while spectacular, also makes it prone to natural dangers. Avalanches are not uncommon, and hot springs cause ponds in the area to freeze unevenly. Because Icicle Creek is so remote, the Navy used it for research during World War II. Cool. There's this. Although Trapper Dan, who never married, probably found himself snowbound and totally alone for several weeks each winter, which no doubt explains some of the lodge's more eccentric features and furnishings. He was outgoing and intellectually curious, and often entertained celebrities at the lodge, including Teddy Roosevelt, Lizzie Applegate, Frederick Banting, Ernest Hemingway, and Marie Curie. And that's Theodore Roosevelt and Trapper Dan, Theodore Roosevelt. This one is Daniel Weschnitz. Is that German? aka Trapper Dan started construction of what is known today as the Icicle Creek Lodge in 1894. Served as his center of operations until the winter of 1921, when he vanished without a trace. In 1934, the lodge was purchased by Abe Wentworth, who maintained it as a hunting lodge. Ugh, I don't like hunting. Until Chantal Monique assumed ownership in 2006. Remember, this game came out in 2007, so that's a year before.
Trapper Dan, seen here with his pet pig, Mary.
I want a pet pig. In the early 20th century, Trapper Dan, seen here with his pet pig, Mary, quick contrary pig, was famous throughout the Northwest Territories of Canada. I say it like Canadian, I'm not Canadian. His skill at trapping beavers, badgers, martens, fisher, minks, lynx, wolverines, and foxes was legendary. Cutie. Cute pig. And then we got Lizzie Applegate, which we've seen this photo before in another game. I think it was the third game, Message on a Mansion in the Attic. Suggestions from Lizzie Applegate, seen at right, reportedly came in handy when in 1905 a heavy pelt tax was levied on fur trappers. And Trapper Dan added hidden chambers, passageways, and hard open locks to the lodge to facilitate a smuggling operation. And then we got two missing pictures, which I'm sure we'll have to find. We got Trapper Dan's needle.
Dan's needle.
He built this monument not far from the lodge. Why he built it remains a mystery. I don't know. What remains a mystery now is where the hell is the picture?
Young and old alike have stayed at Icicle Creek Lodge throughout its 100-year history.
I can read. Okay.
Looks like some of the pictures are missing.
Yeah, two of them. That's okay. Young and old alike have stayed at Icicle Creek Lodge throughout its 100-year history. Thank you, Nancy Drew. So now, let's go over here. Let's look at newspaper. The Daily Moose. Food poisoning, wolf plague, Icicle Creek Lodge. Top story. Poor people were forced to check out early from the Icicle Creek Lodge after becoming violently ill. Ooh. Edmund Farringdale, 41, his wife Ginny, 38, and their 9-year-old daughter, Sue, of Westwood, New Jersey, and Betsy Stills, 58, of Calgary, Alberta, were admitted to Pineville Hospital early yesterday morning with suspected food poisoning. Lab tests performed on food samples removed from the lodge confirmed the presence of salmonella bacteria in the potato salad, which all four had consumed. They were expected to make a full recovery. The owner of the lodge, Chantal Moqui, don't ask, I don't know if that's correct, was at a loss to explain how the potato salad became contaminated. The same ingredients used to make the potato salad were used in other dishes without any of the other guests becoming sick, she said. Moreover, Becky assures me that the potato salad was never left sitting at a room temperature. And she should know. She was my cook. None of the four victims, including Stills, planned to return to the lodge upon their release from the hospital. If you ask me, the lodge is jinx, Stills said. Miss McQuee better give up trying to turn the lodge into some kind of hoity-toity spa while she still can. First wolf, now this. I'm leaving and she should too. Stills was referring to the lone wolf, which has been spotted several times in the past week in the Icicle Creek drainage. Because ranchers in the area have reported no increase in livestock predation, authorities are urging hunters not to go after the wolf, contending they would pose a greater danger to visitors to the back country than the wolf does. Area man attacked by Wolverine, page 2. Sasquatch sightings hit 5-year low. Okay, is there any more of that boat story? Ski industry headed downhill. Reviews down. Okay. There are some people in this game, so let's turn around. I always thought this guy looked like an older version of Harry Potter. Like, this is a older Ron Weasley with glasses. I don't know. See? I don't know. That just not. This looks more like Harry, though. Hi, I'm Harry Potter. Okay.
Well, hello there. You must
Oh
be
God,
the new maid Ollie
I
told us
forgot
about.
their voices.
I'm Bill Kessler. This guy's Lou Talbot.
Hey.
What's your name
It's
again?
like Professor Understood.
Nancy Drew. Just thought I'd come over and say hello.
Well, Lou here's a grad student. Art major of all things.
I love
You're
art.
probably gonna need a jackhammer and some hydrochloric acid to clean his room, eh?
Have you two been in the lodge for a while?
Have you two been at the lodge for a while?
About a week, I guess. I checked in right after he did. We sat down after breakfast one morning and discovered that this fox and geese game is pretty darn fun. I've been whipping his tail ever since.
You didn't just come here to play games, did you?
You didn't just come here to play games, did you?
Heck no.
Heck
I came for the
no.
ice fishing. Of course, knowing there's a renegade wolf running around is kind of dampened my enthusiasm.
Have you seen the wolf? Is that a Canadian accent, by the way? Does anyone know?
Have you seen the wolf?
Just heard it. Every night since I've been here, in fact. Gets creepier each time. They should get rid of it, and the sooner the better. They didn't put up with wolves prowling around this place 40 years ago, and they shouldn't put up with them now.
What are you, Little Red Riding Hood? That wolf's not hurting anybody. People should just leave it alone.
I agree, boy.
You'll be singing a different tune when it has some little kid for breakfast, than has you for lunch.
Not gonna happen, dude.
Trust me, if something bad can happen, chances are it eventually will, dude. Hey, I know what you can do. Shovel the snow off the skating pond so we can do some speed skating. Lou here thinks he's faster than me.
You're like ancient. Of course I'm faster than you.
You have youth on your side, my friend, but I've been working construction since before you were born, which means I am more fit now than you
Oh,
will
God.
ever be. Get that pond shoveled so we can settle this, okay, kiddo?
Consider it done.
Can I talk to you?
You're supposed to be shoveling snow off.
You know what? Get off my back. Okay? Okay, look at the ducks. And there's a moose head. Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna explore, not outside, but there's a basement to this. Look at this. Giant, scary. It looks old, kind of bare. I wonder if that's a trophy. I hope it's not. I dare hope it's not. Okay. We're gonna talk to this guy. I think his name is Yanni.
Oh, no.
Hi, Russia. I'm from Russia. Is something wrong?
Is something wrong?
You are what is wrong.
Excuse you?
Chantal said there would be no more guests to make noise at all hours and disturb my training. Yet what stands before me? A new guest.
Hi.
No, I'm not a guest. I'm Nancy Drew, the new maid, and the new cook.
Forgive me. Allow me to start over. I am Yanni Vokstaya. I am here to train for the Eastern European Cross Country Championship. I spend my days doing interval work, drills and isometric exercises. I follow a strict program, one painstakingly designed by a team of the best coaches in Fredonia. In fact, under no circumstances are you to use your key to let anyone into my room.
I won't.
My competitors are constantly spying on me, trying to steal my techniques.
I understand.
I understand.
No, what you must understand is this.
What?
If anything is missing or so much as out of place in my room, you can expect a visit from
Okay,
me.
Russian.
And it will not be a pleasant one.
I'm sure. Have you ever seen the wolf while you were out training?
Have you ever seen the wolf while you were out training?
No, for which I'm very grateful. In my country, in Fredonia, it is said that the gaze of the wolf will make you go blind.
You don't really believe that, do you?
You don't really believe that, do you?
They are creatures of infinite evil, and that is all I'm going to say on the matter.
You're busy, so I'll let you go, okay?
You're busy, so I'll let you go.
Bye.
Kavichinaya.
I don't know what the hell that means, but thanks. Just the same. Okay, this is the sauna, which we'll have to go through later.
Nice and toasty.
Yeah, good thing it's open. We can get out. Okay.
Need something?
You look busy. What are you making?
You look busy. What are you making?
I'm building something that's gonna solve all our problems. A wolf trap. One that'll finish off that thing out there once and for all.
You think the wolf is causing the accidents?
Not a doubt in my mind. Everything was a-okay till it showed up and started howling. It's bad luck, and something's protecting it. Something unnatural.
Why do you say that?
Why do you say that?
Yesterday I went looking for it. I tracked it and finally found it, sitting across the creek, not 20 yards away from me, just staring at me. So I raised my rifle, drew a bead, and fired. Easiest shot
I don't
I've ever
like
taken
you.
in my life.
I don't like
And I
shooting
missed.
animals.
So I fired again,
Ew.
and I missed, and then I missed
Good.
again, and all the while it just sat there staring until
It's
finally
like,
it
you
just stood
fool.
up, walked toward the brush just as calm as could be, and disappeared. Wild animals
a-
just don't act like that, and I just don't miss like that. There's something real weird about that wolf, and I ain't gonna rest till I get rid of it. So maybe we should just find something else to job out. You met my little girl yet?
No.
No, but you mentioned that her
Wait
name
for
is
that,
Freddie.
though.
Yep. Spends most of her time outside. She built herself a little snow fort. Just sits out there waiting for somebody to go by so she can pick a snowball fight with them. I keep asking her how she manages to stay warm all day, but she won't tell me. Says she's got a secret weapon. Yeah, she's something.
Can you tell me more about the accidents that have been happening around here?
Can you tell me more about the accidents that have been happening around here?
Nope, sure can't.
But I kind of need to know.
But I kind of need to
I'm
know.
nosing Nancy.
Chantal and those lawyers of hers said I couldn't talk about them. Supposed to direct all questions to her. Sorry.
How long have you... Okay, thanks. How long have you worked for Chantal?
How long have you worked for Chantal?
About a year and a half. I was her first hire. Best hire, too. I could run this place single-handed if I had to, just like I'm doing now.
Have you ever been in the guest lodge business before?
Have you ever been in the guest lodge business before?
I tried my hand at it once. Long story short, didn't work out. But I've learned a whole lot since then. I could make it work now. Just need to find the right property, get my hands on enough cash to make a down payment, that's all.
Does your wife, Freddie's mom, does she live here too?
Does your wife, Freddie's mom, does she live here too?
In the summer she does, but in the winter she goes south. See, she's got this nerve condition that makes her real sensitive to cold. Freddie'd like to go with her, but until Chantal stops putting off giving me that raise she promised me, sending Freddie south too is out of the question.
I'll get out of your hair now. Thank you.
I'll get out of your
Ollie.
hair now.
See you later.
Bye. Okay, we're gonna go use a telephone and see who we can call. Okay, okay. Let's call Tino. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 7, 5. Okay. By the way, see the like text space thing? It used to be black in the old games, now it's like clear.
Hey, Nancy! I was wondering when your number there was gonna show up on caller ID. This is Tino Balducci. Remember
course.
From that last train to Blue Moon Canyon
Yeah,
we
that
went
was a
on?
game.
Yeah, I'm the one who helped you find that long-lost treasure.
I'm not sure helped is the right word, Mr.
I
Balducci.
did the case.
Call me Tino.
In fact,
Please
Tino,
call me
I'm a
Tino.
little surprised you're still in law enforcement, considering some of the unethical, if not illegal, stunts you pulled back then.
Hey, that's all behind me. Ancient history. Water under the bridge. So, looks like we're gonna be working together on this sabotage thing, huh?
Looks like.
Well, you'll be happy to know that I'm working on something that'll pretty much crack this case wide open. But in the meantime, what can I do you for?
I'm curious. How do you know Chantal? I am curious.
How do you know Chantal?
Friend of a friend heard about all the problems she was having up there and immediately figured she could use my crime-solving
Oh,
expertise.
brother. Tino's so about
I gave her a
himself.
call,
Ugh.
we had lunch, we hit it off, and bingo. I got myself a new client.
How many clients do you have?
I have enough. I mean, you know, you go spreading yourself too thin in this business, and the next thing you know, crime out the wazoo. Hey, look, you sure you don't need a hint or something?
Nope, I'm good.
Nope, I'm good.
Oh. Well, Chantel hired me to be at your disposal, so you know where to find me. Arrivederci.
Bye.
Ciao. Now let's call, I don't have my phone. I'm gonna call my friend Ned. Phone numbers, Ned. I'm gonna write this down. 523-555-4357, just because I want a friend. An actual friend right now. Let's see what he has to say. My boyfriend, Ned Nickerson. 523-123-4357.
Hello?
Hi, Ned. It's Nancy.
Hi, Neddy.
Hey, Nance. I couldn't tell it was you because you're not calling from your cell phone.
No, I'm not.
No coverage out here. I'm in the middle of the Canadian Rockies, remember?
Oh, I haven't forgotten. Everything okay?
Well, as a matter of fact, just as I got here, the bunkhouse blew up.
Well, as a matter of fact, just as I got here, the bunkhouse blew up.
Yikes. So there was another act of sabotage?
Or it could have been an accident. The sheriff is running some tests, and I haven't taken a really good look at the crime scene yet.
Nothing like starting things off with a bang. Sorry, couldn't resist.
A lone wolf has been hanging out around the lodge lately.
A lone wolf has been hanging out around the lodge lately.
A wolf? That's kind of cool.
The handyman, Ollie Randall, is bound and determined to get rid of it. Says it doesn't act the way normal wolves act.
Really? Maybe there's something wrong with it. Something that would make it dangerous. You keep your eyes open when you're outside, Nancy.
Thank you. Gotta go. Call you again.
Gotta go. I'll call you again.
I miss you, you know.
I miss you too. Bye, Ned.
The sweet Ned. Okay, let's go. 403 123 2274. Chantal. See what's up with her.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy Drew.
You know who's behind the accident?
Not quite yet.
About Tino, I'm not totally comfortable with the idea of consulting with him on this case.
About Tino.
He wants to be ahead of
I'm
me
not
all the
totally
time.
comfortable with the idea of consulting with him on this case.
Why not? Two heads are always better than one, and I find him to be very knowledgeable and kind of charming.
Do you know what he did when we were on that... Oh, here we go. I'm gonna run him out. Do you know what he did when we were on that train trip Lori Gerard arranged?
Do you know what he did when we were on that
Girl to
train
girl,
trip
let's get
Lori
some
Gerard
gossip.
arranged?
He didn't go into a lot of detail, but he did say that that's all water under the bridge. In fact,
So he did.
I insist that if and when you're stumped about something, you ask Tino to help you out.
Okay,
What
she's
I'm
getting on my
paying you for.
nerves.
Agreed?
Agreed.
Fine, girl. I'll stop talking about him. I'd like to know more about the accidents. I asked Ollie, but he said he wasn't allowed to talk about them.
I'd like to know more about the accidents. I asked Ollie, but he said you said he wasn't allowed to talk about them.
I didn't mean he couldn't talk about them with you.
Uh-oh.
flowers
Ew.
are contaminated.
Potatoes
Although
are
Becky
got
swears it wasn't
contaminated.
because of anything she did. I
Hold
cannot tell you how awful it was. All 5 people became violently ill at roughly the same time. But were they all in the same room? Of course not. They were spread out all over the lodge. Poor Elsa was cleaning for days. And the odor? Oh my gosh. Anyway, then Carl Jenkins slipped on the stairs outside and broke his leg. Then Lou Talbot's window was broken. Then Elsa the maid's tires were slashed. Then the phone wires were cut. And then... Oh yeah, and then the Southwaites were almost overcome by fumes when gas started leaking into the sauna.
So who's suing you?
So, who's suing you?
No one yet. But my lawyers are afraid it's just a matter of time and are trying to figure out what preventative measures to take.
Do you know that some photos are missing from the display case in the lobby?
Did you know that some photos are missing from the display case in the lobby?
Really? Last I looked, they were all there. I think.
The caption for them says something like, "Young and old have stayed at Icicle Creek Lodge."
I can't remember what they were pictures of, and I sure don't know why they'd be missing.
Right.
That bone trapper Dan found is missing from its case too.
First the accident, now someone's stealing from me? Nancy, you've got to find out what's going on there. If you don't, I'll never be able to convince my dad I'm not a loser. Ever.
How come the entries for last year were deleted from the guest register?
How come the entries for last year were deleted from the guest register?
They've been deleted?
That's what the computer says. Contents deleted.
Well, I didn't delete them. Freddie.
Ollie's daughter, has she done other things like that?
Ollie's daughter? Has she done other things like that?
No, but you know how kids are these days. Always hacking into computers, programming them to spread viruses,
Yeah, I
steal
used to.
passwords, and blow up the world.
I think that's only in movies. Besides,
No, it's
pretty much
real.
all this person had to do was press the
Accidental.
delete key.
I still say it was Freddie. Last week, I called that Snow Princess game she's always playing idiotic. I think it hurt her feelings. But she'd just gotten done plastering me with snowballs. What
You'll
did
see
you
in a
expect me to
minute.
say? That felt great. Do it again?
Freddie's crazy, you'll see. The guests that are in the lodge now, did any of them stay here last year?
The guests that are in the lodge now, did any of them stay here last year?
Let's see. Lou Talbot stayed here last summer, but only very briefly. His cart broken down and he was waiting for a tow truck. Oh, and Yanni. He was here last winter. He and his trainer, they were checking out places to train. They didn't stay long either.
Is it true they promised Ollie a raise but haven't given it to him yet?
Is it true that you promised Ollie a raise, but you haven't given it to him yet?
He told you that? I can't believe it.
Uh-oh, I'm
Meaning-
gonna get in trouble for
Okay,
mention.
I mentioned to Ollie once that I thought he maybe deserved a raise. And now every time I turn around, he's all like, "Where's the raise you promised me? Where's the raise you promised me?" Doesn't he realize I have a few other things to think about right now? I swear. Sometimes that crabby little whiner drives me nuts.
You'll hear from me again later.
You'll hear from me again later.
One more thing. Ask Yanni if it would be all right if I used his name and picture on the Icicle Creek Lodge website. I mean, when I finally have a website, it would be great publicity, okay?
Sure.
Good.
A famous
Talk to you
skier
soon.
on the front page of your site. That's cool. Ski lodge site. Okay, I am gonna go, that's basement. We're gonna go cook. And I'm gonna save here. Where's the save? Save. I'm gonna just save under my name. Just for the hell of it. Let's go. I'm gonna cook. Use the frying pans only for quesadillas and omelets. So this is quesadilla, these are burgers. Cooking manual. When the lodge is short-staffed for whatever reason, menu choices for each meal will be limited to 2 or 3 items, and Ollie will act as waiter. Remember, avoid overcooking anything on the griddle or in a frying pan. Fire may result. Breakfast. Guests may order French toast, an omelet, and or Canadian bacon. French toast and Canadian bacon should be cooked on the griddle. Right now it's lunch. Omelet should be cooked in a frying pan. Make sure all food is thoroughly cooked before moving it into the griddle or pan. French toast and omelet should be golden brown, while Canadian bacon should be lightly browned. When making an omelet, simply add any extra ingredients to the pan of egg mixture. Boil the omelet over after the extra ingredients have been added. Guests may order hamburgers and or quesadillas as lunch. Cook hamburger patties on the griddle and remove them from the griddle when they are dark brown. Okay, dark brown. To ensure that they've been thoroughly cooked, put the cooked hamburger patty on the bun first and add an extra ingredient. When making a quesadilla, put the tortilla into which cheese has already been folded in a frying pan and never on the griddle. Remove the quesadilla. Okay. So let's see, what's this one? One quesadilla. A quesadilla. Okay. No, actually it's one hamburger, right? Ollie. Okay, hamburger. We're gonna get the meat. Put it on the griddle. This is frying pan. Wait until it's cooked. There we go. Put them there. One cheese, lettuce. Lettuce. Pickles. Tomato, onion. Mustard, ketchup. Okay.
Order up.
Cool. Hamburger again. Hamburger. Where's... Oh. This is actually kind of fun. I remember doing this a long time ago. Two cheese, two lettuce, two pickles. Two cheese, two lettuce, two pickles, and ketchup.
Order up.
Complete. One quesadilla. Okay, so we're gonna put that on there. Only on the frying pan. That's good.
Order up.
Okay. Another quesadilla. It's very quick.
Order up.
One hamburger. One cheese, two lettuce. One cheese. One cheese. Two lettuce. One pickle. I love cooking games because I can't cook. Two onions. One ketchup. Okay.
Order up.
I sound tired. One quesadilla. Okay, let's get the quesadilla first. Patty. That's good. One lettuce, one pickle, one tomato. One lettuce, one pickle, one tomato. Right? One lettuce, one pickle, one tomato. Ketchup, mustard, ketchup. Okay, we did it. Okay, let's go out. Well, let's see what this is. So we are right here. So we're gonna check the weather before we do anything here. Again, I'm gonna save it here. Save. See the weather conditions. Caution. Okay. So let's go. We're gonna go to the skating pond. Okay, we're gonna need to do this because this was part of our thing. See, we got a coat and boots, by the way. Uggs. I hate Uggs. I hate Uggs. We're gonna save here. Okay.
Guess I better get this pond shoveled off.
So we need to figure this out. Take the shovel. Let's start here. Okay. Oops.
You fell through the ice.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm okay now. I just got a little wet and cold. Actually, I got really cold. My lips turned this really interesting shade of violet.
Let's load it.
Guess I better get this pond shoveled off.
Okay, we're gonna try this again. I think we should like save every time we so like save so we don't have to keep doing that. Okay. I'm gonna save it here. Okay, let's save here. Okay. Save here. That sound.
Whoa!
See what I mean? See what I mean?
You fell through the ice.
Yes, but I'm okay now.
Okay, we're gonna try that again. Let's not fall. Okay.
Whoa!
There's too many. Okay.
You fell through the ice?
Yes, but I'm okay now. I just got a little wet and cold.
Okay, then that was over here. Okay.
Whoa!
Oh no. I'm sorry, Nancy.
You fell through the ice?
Yes, but I'm okay now.
Okay, it was on this side right there. Okay, cool. Then that one's gonna be right there.
Whoa!
Shit. I'm so sorry. It takes a couple times.
Yes, but I'm okay now. I just got...
Okay, so let's grab that, save there. Which one was it?
Whoa!
Oh. Whoa! Okay.
Fell through the ice?
Yes, but I'm okay now.
Okay. It's this one.
That ought to do it.
Yeah, we did it.
Wait a second. Those look like wolf tracks. Maybe I should find out where they go.
Yeah, let's go. Okay.
That must be Trapper Dan's needle.
I'm gonna save here.
What's this doing here? Strange. It's halfway in and halfway out. This thing must open up somehow.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that right. I don't know. Okay, so we have a crossroads here. We can go there and there. Let's go this way. Ooh. I'm gonna save here. Always save a lot. Chicken Ridge. Bop.
Sounded like an explosion. What's that noise? Oh no!
Sorry, that's loud. Okay, I'm stuck.
I'm buried in snow. I gotta dig myself out before I run out of air.
I don't have anything.
Never make it. I can barely breathe. Someone's up there.
What was that?
I'm down
Sounds like a
here,
wolf.
right under you. Can you hear me?
Buddy, help me,
I can't
baby.
breathe.
Help me, Wolfie. Wolfie is probably out there.
Thank goodness.
Come on. It's a wolf, I think. Hi, baby.
Easy. It's okay.
That is some
I'm not
3D.
real happy about the situation either.
Hi, baby. They don't mean to be rude. They don't mean to be mean.
It's gone, but thanks to
I
that
love
hole it
wolves.
dug, I can breathe again. Now if I can just pull myself out.
Okay. Let's save here. Okay. Ooh.
This must have been made by the explosion I heard. A fossil.
Ooh,
Cool.
prehistoric fossil. Cool. I'm gonna save here just in case. Okay. Let's get out of here. Where was I? Okay. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. Was I there? Okay, I was there. I think it's this way. Right? Right? I don't know. I'm trying to go back to the lodge. There we go. We're gonna go through this door.
I feel warmer already.
Ah, my temperature came back. Great. Wolf and a bear. Cute. Okay, I'm gonna save here. Now let's report it, I think. Let me see. What numbers do we have? Elsa. Avalanche Patrol. Okay. So, Avalanche Patrol is 403555 2006. Okay. 2006. Okay. Cool. So 403 123 555 2006.
Avalanche Patrol, what's your location?
I'm calling from the Icicle Creek Lodge, but I wanted to report an avalanche at Chicken Ridge.
Anyone injured or trapped?
Not anymore.
We'll check it out. Thanks for the heads up. Hey, wait a minute. You know Ollie Randall?
The handyman here at the lodge?
He's also on the patrol. Do me a favor and tell him that the explosives training in Calgary has been postponed till next month.
Okay.
Explosives training?
I don't know.
Sometimes the patrol has to use explosives to bring down unstable snow. Yearly training sessions are mandatory. Ollie'll know what I'm talking about.
I'll
sure.
tell him.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
One more thing. Have any of you guys been setting off explosives anywhere near the Icicle Creek Lodge recently?
Nope, sure haven't.
Well, thanks. Bye.
Maybe somebody else has explosives, stole them. Because they stole the painting, so that would make sense they would steal the explosives, wouldn't it? Okay, let's go to the basement. Let's talk to Ollie.
Oh, before I forget, Chantal called. Told me I can answer any questions you might have about those accidents after all. Guess she changed her mind.
How do you explain what happened to Carl Jenkins, former guest who slipped on the stairs and broke his leg?
How do you explain what happened to Carl Jenkins, the former guest who slipped on the stairs and broke his leg?
Can't explain it. One minute those stairs were clear and dry, next minute they're slick with ice and he's lying at the bottom of them.
You're positive they were clear and dry?
You're positive they were clear and dry?
Yep, chipped every bit of frozen snow off of them myself. You ask me, somebody iced those stairs down on purpose. 'Cause it wasn't nothing I did, no sir. No sir.
Have you ever seen Trapper Dan's Needle?
Have you ever seen Trapper Dan's Needle?
Course.
Do you know if there's a way to get into it?
Do you know if there's a way to get into it?
Don't know, don't really care. Maybe something in that display up in the lobby will tell you what you want to know.
The Avalanche Patrol asked me to tell you the explosives training session in Calgary has been postponed till next month.
The Avalanche Patrol asked me to tell you that the explosives training session in Calgary has been postponed till next month.
Well, hallelujah. I didn't really want to go anywhere until I finished off that wolf. Now I won't have to.
So you're on the Avalanche Patrol, huh?
So, you're on the Avalanche Patrol, huh?
Yep, dang. I just remembered. Patrol wants me to keep an eye on Skookum Ridge for the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
Here.
Right.
There's the key to the snowmobile. Take it out to Skookum Ridge and see if there's been an avalanche.
You want me to check it out?
Seat it so you don't have to worry about the cold. Make sure you call the patrol and give them a report when you're done.
Okay.
You can handle that, can't you?
You bet.
You bet.
Good.
I'm gonna drive a snowmobile, guys. That's fun. Okay, thanks.
Two more things. That Bill Kessler guy's getting bored being the only one around here doing any ice fishing. He wants competition. So if he says anything to you, just remember that Chantal wants you to keep the guests we got happy.
Okay.
Other thing
That
is,
means I
the
have to go
cold snap's
fishing.
on its way. You think it's cold now? Just wait. Gotta be real careful anytime you're outside. So, we done here?
I'll let you get back to work.
I'll let you get back to work.
Keep me posted.
Okay. I don't want to talk to him right now. Let's go upstairs and let's go check out that snowmobile. I'm gonna save here. See how the weather conditions are. Danger. Okay. So we're gonna have to drive this thing. It's like a little mini game. Oh my god, be careful not to hit anything. Slow. Already beating myself up here. Go slower, go slower, go slower. Go slower. Slow, 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 slow. Slow. There we go. There we go. Okay.
The sign's not buried, so I guess there hasn't been an avalanche.
Okay. Now I have to go back to the lodge. Oops. This is gonna be fun. Okay, forward. Slow, slow. It's a weird way because we're going backwards. Press the up arrow and all that. I'm gonna go this way. Oh boy. Oh, this is a nerve wracking. Try to go that way. Try to go. Okay. Swift, come on. Let's go this way. Make this go this way. I look like a freaking beetle, by the way. Don't I look like a bug? That's weird. It's a little weird. This way. A lot of stuff and oh, that was thin. Okay, let's not speed. It's all about okay. That was good. I'm like very careful because I don't want to have a second chance. Jesus Christ. Okay. Back up. I don't think this is gonna go kaboom any minute anyways. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna report it to Avalanche Patrol. Quickly now, quickly, let's get out of here.
I feel warmer already.
I bet you do, Nancy. Save. Call them. 403-123-2006. Okay.
Avalanche Patrol, what's your location?
Actually, I'm calling on behalf of Ollie Randall. He wanted me to tell you that there hasn't been any avalanche activity
You didn't
out
say
at
that.
Skookum Ridge.
I was wondering when we were going to hear from him. Thanks for the report.
I acted like that was
problem.
from him, but that was from me. I did all the work, man. Now let's give the key back to Ollie. Sorry, Russian.
You check out Skookum Ridge.
Yep, no avalanche. There's your snowmobile key.
You make a report to the Avalanche Patrol.
Sure did.
Sure did.
What else do you want?
I'll get out of your
I'll get
hair
out
now.
of your hair
Okay.
now.
See you later.
Okay. Let's talk to Ollie.
Nancy, I am glad
I
to
mean,
see
Yanni.
you.
Are you alright? You seem upset.
Are you alright? You seem upset.
You must listen. I was outside skiing very fast, as usual, and suddenly, boom! Snow, dirt, rocks, everything went flying into the air right in front of me. There is a mad bomber on the loose.
You think it was a bomb?
You think it was a bomb?
Of course it was a bomb. My competitors bombed the bunkhouse thinking I would be so frightened that I would abandon my training and leave. Only I wasn't frightened. So now they are trying to bomb me.
Do you think they're responsible for all the accidents that have been happening around here as well?
Do you think they're responsible for all the accidents that have been happening around here as well?
My competitors and the governments behind them, they are as desperate as they are ruthless. They are capable of anything. They can operate anywhere in the world, under all conditions. It would not surprise me if someone right here in the lodge is right now under their employ. But to them, I say,
Yeah.
"Pa!" They do not scare me. I am the best cross-country skier in the world.
We get it,
I
we
will
get it.
neutralize their petty threats with my excellent strength, skill, and speed.
I'm sure.
I am sorry. Enough about my problems. Did you want something?
Chantal would like to use your name and picture on her website when she gets it up and running. Would that be okay?
Chantal would like to use your name and picture on her website when she gets it up and running. Would that be okay?
I am sorry, but no.
Oh.
Well, so much for that.
Thanks for not being of use. Oh. You're busy, so I'll let you go.
You're busy, so I'll let you go.
We'll talk again, I'm sure.
Okay. I'm gonna go back outside, I think. Let me save here. Okay, we're still in the danger zone, not extreme danger zone, so I think we'll be okay. We're gonna do something. Save here, I think.
Ha! Who goes there?
Nancy Drew?
Nancy Drew shall not pass.
She's got
unless
braces.
Until she proves herself worthy.
And how does she do that?
By hitting the snow princess 10 times.
Okay.
Snowballs only, no ice balls.
What are ice balls?
Snowballs made of ice. If you get hit with one, it can knock you out. So don't throw it or I'll tell my dad.
You must
Okay.
be Ollie's daughter, Freddie.
I am the snow princess. Prepare to defend yourself.
The voice acting. 2. Quickly. I used to suck at this on the way. I love this one though. One more.
You win. Go before the snow princess decides to seek revenge.
Love it. Love it for me. Okay. Okay.
The face from a clock, it's all melted. Part of the timing device that was used to trigger the bomb that blew up the bunkhouse, maybe?
Do I take it with me? I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna go to Icicle Lake. This one...
It is really, really cold out here.
Oh shit.
If I don't get warm soon, I may not make it. A nice fishing shack.
Oh,
A
look.
nice warm one at that.
Yeah, I bet it is. Let's look around. Oh, I can fish. Okay. This is fun. I'll bring that back up. Ooh. Buddy, come here, come here, come here. I don't know how many I'm supposed to get. I love fishing. It's this little mini game. It's not necessary, I don't think. But it's fun. It's a little tiny fishing hole, ice fishing hole, whatever that is. Ooh, give me the big boy. Give me the big boy. Okay, I think we're good. But just for funsies, you can come here anytime. And fish. Let's go back to the lodge now. Shoot.
It is really, really cold out
I'm
here.
getting out. I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm gonna save here. Oops. I went in a circle. Okay.
Ah, much better. It was really cold.
Okay. Let's save. Let's call some people. You always want to call people. Okay, let's call Sheriff. 403 123 7827. I think as we saw the clock, so that's suspicious.
Sheriff's office, this is Mohican.
Mohican.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew at the Icicle Creek Lodge. We met the other night when you were investigating the bunkhouse explosion.
Oh, yeah, that bright kid from the States. What do you need?
Well, I found a melted clock face close to where the bunkhouse used to be, and I wondered if it could have been what triggered the explosion. You know, the timer?
I found that clock face, too. Left it there because any fingerprints on it would have melted away along with everything else. And besides, Ollie Randall said all the room clocks at the lodge looked like that. Could have been one that was in the bunkhouse to begin with.
Oh, right.
You shouldn't go poking around on your own like that. There could still be explosives lying around. Although, I hear it takes a pretty big bang to set off C4.
C4?
Plastic explosive? That's what blew up the bunkhouse. Lab result came in less than an hour ago.
Is C4 hard to get?
Is C4 hard to get?
Not if you're in the military or do any kind of demolition. In Eastern Europe, it's called Semtex. It's not that hard to handle either. For somebody who's had training in explosives, it's a piece of cake.
Did you learn anything else from the lab test you did after the bunkhouse explosion?
Did you learn anything else from the lab tests you did after the bunkhouse explosion?
Nope. Unfortunately, that bunkhouse wasn't particularly well made, so when it exploded, pretty much everything got melted into a blob or blown to smithereens or burned to a crisp.
Do you need some kind of permit to hunt wolves around here? I don't want to have that permit, thanks.
Do you need some kind of permit to hunt wolves around here?
No, ma'am.
You mean Ollie Randall can go after that white wolf that's been hanging around outside the lodge and just shoot it?
Yes, ma'am. It's always open season on wolves out here. You can kill as many of them as you want.
I hate that.
Somehow that doesn't seem right.
Right?
Well, the animals wolves go after don't have a problem with it, I can guarantee you that.
How would you know? When the guards guests at the hotel, Yanni Volkstia, he says someone threw a bomb at him while he was out skiing.
One of the guests at the hotel, Yanni Volkstaya, he says someone threw a bomb at him while he was out skiing.
Did he see who it was?
He didn't see anything except the explosion, which apparently went off right next to him.
Was he hurt?
No,
Why are you telling me this?
Why are you telling me that?
because he's a cross-country skiing champion and he's convinced it was one of his competitors. Apparently the governments of the people he's beaten are as ruthless as they are sore losers.
So what do you want me to do?
I just thought you should know that his life may be in danger.
I just thought you should know that his life may be in danger.
Well, if this Yanni guy wasn't concerned enough to call us, I don't see
True.
what good we can do. Life's too short, we're too understaffed, and it's just too darn cold to go
gotta get back to work
I'll
then.
let you get back to work.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Sounds so bored of this job. Carl, I think we're gonna call. Oops. No. Because I haven't called him yet. Carl. 312. Let me write it down. I'm writing it down on a whiteboard, so it's easier to like erase afterwards. 7547. Yeah. 312 555 7. Oops. Let me get that right. 312 1 2 3. They all have 555. 7547. Is it 5? Carl.
Hello?
Hi, is this Mr.
Oh, your
Jenkins?
video game.
Yeah, this is Carl. Missed you.
Nerd.
Well, my name is Nancy Drew. I heard that you had an accident at Icicle Creek Lodge and wondered if you could tell me a little more about it.
Not much to tell. Take that, Captain Keen. I went there to do a little ice fishing, and I slipped going down some stairs, fractured my tibia in 2 places. Can't work, can't go out. All I can do is sit around and play this stupid video game. Oh, no, you don't.
I understand the stairs were a little icy.
They were covered with ice. I was lucky I didn't fracture my skull. Yes, yes. Hey, look, I'm about 4 laser strikes away from ruling the Gargoulian galaxy, so I gotta go, okay? You got any more questions? Check with the people at the lodge. Gotcha.
Okay. Let's try. Okay, let me back up so you don't hear that noise. I'll do that in a moment. Let's call Faringdale. Faringdale. Because I have no idea who that is. 551. I forgot. 555 7425. Okay. 551 123 7425. Okay.
Hello?
Hi, are you Mrs. Faringdale?
Put your socks on in the car, okay? We're late. This better not be a sales call because I really don't have time.
No, my name is Nancy Drew, and I'm calling from the Icicle Creek Lodge. You know, in Canada.
After what happened to me and my family, I have no intention of going back there ever, no matter how many freebies you throw in. I thought I made that clear. Put that cookie down and get in the car.
You're not going back because of that food poisoning thing?
You're not going back because of that food poisoning thing?
Food poisoning thing. It was considerably more than a thing. The 3 of us had meatloaf, potato salad, and green beans for dinner one night.
Okay.
And by 4 the next morning, we were all sick as dogs and had to be taken to the hospital. We recovered quickly, thank goodness. But the minute we got out, we went straight to the airport. I will never set foot in that lodge again. The worst of it is, I made poor little Susie eat all of her potato salad that night. Eat it, I said. It's cold out. You need the carbs. Now she refuses to eat any kind of potatoes. Even
Yeah, I
French
don't blame
fries.
her. That was
All our friends
nasty.
think she's a freak. And all our friends' mothers think I'm a freak for going to Canada for winter break instead of Disney World like everyone else. Turn that TV off. I have to go. Susie's got a soccer game and I'm snack mom. Only I haven't been to the store yet. Maybe I can sneak out during halftime.
Sure, just pull out the orange slices and no one will notice.
Oh my gosh, the orange slices. Susie, get in the car. We have to go right now.
Okay. Let me back up. Who else should we call? Let's call Derek. I don't know who that is. 418 555 7387 7387. Okay. 418 8. 1, 2, 3. I say 1, 2, 3 because it's all 5s. 7, 3, 8, 7. This is Derek Southwaite.
Hello?
Hello?
I've got it, sweetheart.
Oh, brother.
Hi, is this Brenda and Derek Southwaite?
Yes, it is.
Is this a solicitation?
Honey, you're so suspicious.
Only because you can be
So
way too
stupid.
nice for your own good, darling.
I'm not selling anything. I just want to ask you about your recent stay at Icicle Creek Lodge.
You mean Icicle Creek Lodge?
Very clever, sweetie. Gas was leaking from so many places while we were there. It's a wonder the
Who's
place
our guest?
blows sky high.
I heard something about your almost being overcome by fumes in the sauna.
Well, we had just gone ice skating, so we decided to warm up in the sauna. So we were sitting in there, and everything was fine until both of us started feeling a little woozy.
We started feeling a
Little
lot
Lucy.
And the next thing we knew, that Russian skier came in.
Actually, I think he was Slovakian.
Okay.
Point is, he told us he smelled
Slovakian.
gas and thought we should get out, so we did.
Barely. By that point, the fumes were making us both ill, if you know what I mean.
That poor skier. By the time he helped us get out of there, he was almost
Ew.
as green as we were.
Awful experience.
They loved.
Horrible. And it was our
Horrible.
honeymoon.
At least the owner had the
Honeymoon.
decency
Sorry.
to give us a full refund.
Oops, the shuttle's here, sweetheart. We're off to Aspen. Kind of a second
Colorado?
first honeymoon.
Long story short, if you're thinking about going to Icicle Creek Lodge, don't.
Well, I appreciate the advice. Have fun.
Oh,
Uh,
we will. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, we will. Okay, girl, do your thing. Elsa, I believe we want to call the person with that crumpled up note. I'll checklist that in a minute. I want to call Elsa. 555-2383. Okay, 555-282383. Right? Okay.
And pick me up a double while you're at it, okay? Yo, what's up?
Is this
Australian?
Elsa Sybilhoff?
Used to be. Now it's just Sybil.
Sybil?
That's
Sybil.
Australian.
That's what I'm going to call myself when I audition for Canadian Idol.
Okay, girl. I hope you pass. You're a singer.
You're a singer?
Rockstar. At least I'm about to be. Who's this?
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm calling from the Icicle Creek Lodge. I hear you had some tire problems while you were here.
Oh, yeah, right. It was that wolf. I heard it howling all night, and the next morning I went outside, and it just ripped my tires apart, every single one of them. That place is jinxed. I had to quit. Working there was just plain dangerous. So, if you're trying to deny my unemployment claim, forget it. I had every right to leave that job.
No, I'm just trying to get additional information, that's all.
No, I'm just trying to get additional information, that's all.
Oh, well, bad stuff was happening all over the place up there. One guy fell down the stairs and broke his leg.
Oh.
His whole family got food poisoning, and now I hear they got bombs going off up there. It's just a bad place to work, you know? My unemployment claim is totally legit.
I'm sure it is. Well, thanks for information.
I'm sure it is. Well, thanks for the information.
No problem.
Okay. Well, let me go check on the two guys. Then I'll check my checklist. Oh, here they are. Okay, I'm gonna save here just in case. Ew.
What's up?
So, you go to school in California? I'm from California.
So you go to school in California?
Yep. University of California at Brea.
Brea. What? I don't even know where that is. What kind of degree are you working on?
What kind of degree are you working on?
Master of Fine Arts.
You are artistic, aren't you, Harry Potter? Cool. What's your favorite medium?
Cool. So what's your favorite medium?
What is this, like the Spanish Inquisition?
No.
Hey, give
That's
her a
boring.
break. She's just trying to make pleasant conversation.
Yeah, you dickwad.
Oh, right. My favorite medium? Dirt.
That wasn't really good. I'm sorry, didn't think I heard you correctly.
I'm sorry, I don't think I heard you correctly.
I create works of art by manipulating naturally occurring geophysical substances like dirt. Sometimes I just use my hands, but most of the time heavy machinery is involved.
So I have the gem
Oh,
book.
brother.
Nobody understands my art. But that's cool.
Not my thing.
To be great is to be misunderstood. FYI, Ralph Waldo Emerson said that.
Okay, Mr. Nerd Potter, artist. Is this your first time at the lodge?
Is this your first time at the lodge?
Yep. My car broke down on my way to Lake Louise last summer. Pulled in here to wait for the tow truck and figured it'd be a cool place to visit during the winter, so here I am.
What do you think about all the weird things that have been happening around here?
What do you think about all the weird things that have been happening around here?
I think they're kind of cool. Accidents make life colorful, you know?
You wouldn't be saying that if you were the one who'd
Oh,
slipped on
brother,
those
dude.
ice-covered stairs, or eaten that bad potato salad, or had those 4 flat tires.
Hey, I had that broken window.
Broken window?
I went snowshoeing on like the 3rd day I was here, and when I got back, the window in my room was broken. Glass was all over the place.
Who broke it?
Who broke it?
Don't know. Don't know what broke it either. There was no rock on the floor, no bullet, no nothing.
It was the wolf. Tried to jump up into your room, but didn't quite make it.
That's bogus, dude. My room's on the 2nd floor, and besides, wolves don't do stuff like that.
Hey, that wolf does a lot of stuff wolves aren't supposed to do. That's why it needs to be hunted down.
It's just doing its thing, man. Get off its case. Anyway, my window broke and nobody knows why.
So you
Pretty
like
awesome, huh?
so you like to snowshoe?
So, you like to snowshoe?
I like doing stuff outside. Snowshoeing's about all I can afford.
Or is it a hard sport to learn?
Is it a hard sport to learn?
Who's
You
looking at
don't
him?
learn how to snowshoe. If you need to get through snow that's too deep to walk through, you slap on some snowshoes and you just do it.
Do you ever see anyone? Just do it. Do you ever see anyone else when you're out there snowshoeing?
Do you ever see anyone else when you're out there snowshoeing?
I see that Yanni guy sometimes. I'll be plodding along and he'll go zooming by. Those skis of his are like rockets, man. He's all like zippy zoom.
Zippy zoom. Do you ever hear explosions?
Do you ever hear explosions?
Yeah, and they freak me out. It doesn't take a very big sound to trigger an avalanche. And when you're out there by yourself, nothing will ruin your day faster than a couple of tons of snow roaring your way at 100 miles an hour.
Tell me about it.
Well,
I'll let you go.
Ditto, dude.
Hey, excellent job on the snow shoveling, eh? We had ourselves one fine time out there because of you, especially Lou here.
I beat him 5 times.
That's amazing.
By the slimmest of margins. Which is why now he's too chicken to go mano a mano with me out there in the ice fishing shack.
Snowshoeing's my thing, dude. Besides, it's animal cruelty.
Give me a break. You ever been ice fishing?
As a matter of fact, I have.
As a matter of fact, I have.
Excellent. Here's the deal. I need some competition, so I want you to go out there and try to catch a bigger fish than I caught yesterday.
Northern
which
pike.
means you gotta catch a 2-foot northern pike. Now, it's a bit of a hike out to the lake, but the shack is solar heated, so
Yeah, I've
it's nice
been
and
there.
warm inside. So what do you say, kiddo? You game?
Anything to make you guests happy.
Atta girl.
Is this the first time you've been to the lodge?
Is this the first time you've been to the lodge?
Yep, sure is.
Are you by any chance related to Rolf Kessler, the guy who used to build carousels around the turn of the last century? Oh, that was, that one I played already. I forgot which one that was.
Are you by any chance
Um,
related to Rolf Kessler, the guy who used to build carousels around the turn of the last
That
century?
one was...
No idea.
Well,
I
I'll
guess
let
not.
you get back to beating Lou.
So who the fuck
See
is
you
that
later.
guy? Yeah, I don't know that guy either. Okay, we'll talk to her in a little bit. Hold up. I don't want to talk to her right now. I want to go do the ice fishing thing first. We'll talk to her in a little bit. I want to do this. Oh, it's extreme danger. Okay, that's fun.
Go outside in sub-zero temperatures? I don't think so.
Okay, we'll have to wait on that. I guess let's see, it's 6. Okay, I'm gonna go save here. And I'm gonna cook dinner. Is it dinner time? Yeah, it is. Okay. So let's see what the dinner was again. Guess made her salmon and her salad. Cook salmon on the griddle and remove when it turns a bright orange pink. Okay. Put extra sun green salad bowl on top of the lettuce. All salads are to be topped with the lodge's famous Icicle Creek ranch dressing. Okay. And that's... where's the dressing? I guess that's supposed to be. Salmon salad. Let's try the salad. Okay, salad. Okay, salad. Egg, 2 yellow peppers. 1, 2. 1 tomato, 1 spinach. 1 tomato. I like how they're together, so it's much easier. 1 spinach. 2 carrots. 1 cucumber. And 4 croutons. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's paprika. Does it have the thing? Okay, I guess that's done.
Order up.
2 salmon. What do we do? Cook salmon on the griddle and remove when it turns orange pink. Okay. 2 salmon. Pink. Okay, that's not really pink, but okay. Salad. This one is 2 eggs, 1, 2. 2 peppers, 1, 2. 1 tomato, 1 spinach. Carrots, cucumbers. 2 croutons.
Order up.
2 salmon. Let's start with the salad. 1 egg, 3 bell peppers. Okay, that's 1 egg, 3 yellow bell peppers. 1, 2, 3. 1 tomato, 1 spinach. 1 tomato. 1 spinach. 2 anchovies, 2 carrots, 2 anchovies, 2 carrots, 2 cucumbers, 2 croutons.
Order up.
1 salmon, 1 salad, 1 salmon, 1 salad, 2 eggs, 2 bell peppers. Wait, how many? 2 eggs, 3 bell peppers. 2 eggs, 1, 2, 3. 1 tomato, 3 spinach, 1, 2, 3. 1 anchovy, 3 carrots, 1, 2, 3. 2 cucumbers, and I think that said 2 croutons. 1, 2.
Order up.
2 salmon on this one only. What's this one? 1 salad, 1. Okay, wait.
Order up.
I think this one said 1 salmon, 1 salad. This looks so good. Okay, 1, 2 eggs, right? That's 2 bell peppers, 1, 2. 2 tomatoes, 1, 2. 2 spinach, 1, 2. 1 anchovy. 2 carrots. Sorry, let me double check. 2 carrots. 1 cucumber. And 1 crouton. And there we go. Cool, and the girl disappeared. Okay, let's go see the weather now. This is still in extreme heat. The girl left. I'm gonna save. I don't know her name. But let me see my task list.
Been there,
Okay.
check. That's finished. Oops, haven't done that.
Yeah, I have to talk to that girl. That's the only one.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that. That's finished. That's finished. Can't check that off. Still need to do that. Been there, done that. Been there, that's finished. That's finished. Been there, done that. Been there, that's finished. That's finished. Can't check that
Okay.
off yet.
Okay. So I guess it's late. Let's see if we can talk to somebody.
Ah, I'm glad for the chance to talk once again. There is something I must explain.
There is?
There is?
What I said before about wolves. It is because my grandmother was killed by wolves. Killed and devoured.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Years ago, when my mother was a little girl, her mother, my grandmother, was on her way back from the village on her motor scooter, which was and still is the only means of transportation most Fredonians can afford. It was January, and the sun had just set, and it was dark, very cold. There were thousands of wolves in the countryside that winter. At night they would roam in huge, hungry packs. My grandmother was halfway home when she came upon a young man waving from the side of the road for her to stop. He too had been on a scooter, but his had broken down, and wolves were gathering all around him, preparing to attack. My grandmother, of course, stopped, and he leapt on behind her, and they took off down the road with the wolves, dozens of them, chasing after them. But with two people riding it, her scooter was slow, much too slow, and the wolves soon caught up with them. And when one of the wolves seized my grandmother's boot in its teeth and started to pull, instead of helping her, the man pushed her off the bike. It instantly gained speed and he got away. My grandmother, set upon by the wolves, did not.
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
Tormented by guilt, the young man eventually confessed. He went to prison for several years, and the wolves were hunted year-round until the countryside was rid of them. But the damage was done. And so, I'm happy to talk to you about any subject except wolves. About them, I have nothing to say.
Ever see Lou Talbot when you're out there training?
Ever see Lou Talbot when you're out there training?
The college student? Just yesterday I had to slow down to avoid colliding with him. It ruined my whole session.
I've disturbed you long enough.
I've disturbed you long enough.
Come back anytime.
Okay, so I'm gonna actually go to sleep now. Not in real life, but like, in the game. Because there's nobody else to talk to, and it's hot. I'm super cold. So we're gonna do that. Let's set our alarm to 7. Let's change. Wait. How do we do this? I'm not very good with time. Let's set it to... Yeah? Oh, 7 p.m. I meant a.m. Never mind. Hold on. Oh, it's still late. There we go. Okay. So let's... Do we have to do the maid duties right now? Oh, I guess we do. Okay, I'm gonna do that right now. Look, I'm gonna get that done. Time to go back upstairs, guys. Okay. So let's see. It's like they don't know how to clean up after themselves, so they have to hire a maid. Well, I guess it's like a hotel room service. I don't know. This guy is good. He always cleans his room. Thank you for doing that. I already did this one. Big bag, clean up, clean up. Does anyone watch Big Comfy Couch when they were kids? Clean up, everybody everywhere. Okay. This is a cool, blanket. What's that? Biathlon Biennial. I didn't read this yet. Rising star from Fredonia refuses to lose. The fact that Yanni Volkostia has won 5 of the last 7 cross-country skiing events he has entered may be the inviolable accomplishment, but is hardly a surprising one. This is because Bravo else Volkstia hates to I can't pronounce Slovakian names. Volkstia hates to lose, and for him losing means finishing anything other than first. If you don't come in first, what's the point? When Volkostia says this, he seems generally puzzled. A citizen of Fredonia, he has been skiing competitively and winning for as long as he can remember. As a child, I expected to win. I always did. I was very stubborn. When I was older, I had better competition, and it became more and more difficult to win because of stubbornness alone. And so I began to accept advice, and to watch others and to work on my technique. In that way, I was able to keep winning. A mandatory 2-year stint in the Fredonian Mountains Brigade not only sharpened Volkshia's skiing skills, but carrying a rifle and shooting at targets while on patrol opened up what for him was a brand new sport, the biathlon. 3 weeks after leaving the army, he entered the Eastern European Biathlon Championship and won. Good for him, I guess. The Fredonian army taught him at least one other valuable lesson: knowing your enemy is the surest way to defeat him. Why is it highlighted? Not only does he prepare himself physically for an event, but Volkshia also learns as much about the people he'll be competing against as he can. He memorizes what they eat, what they wear, where they live, what equipment they use, how they train, even their sleep habits. I know some of my competitors better than I know myself, he declares. It makes him seem smaller to me, predictable, beatable. While Volkshia claims that studying the competition affords him a psychological edge and little else, some believe he studies his competitors so he can eliminate them. Sometimes before the race even begins, one of his rivals, a man who prefers to stay as close to the starting line as possible the night before the race, claims that one event, Volkshia bought all the rooms in the lodge closest to the race course, forcing the man to stay several miles away. Volkshia won. His rival came into a distant 5th. Other competitors tell similar tales. Tools and replacement parts suddenly vanish from shops, food items disappear from store shelves, strange noises keep people from getting a good night's sleep. Some biathletes even claim that Volkshia altered the scopes of their rifles so they'd miss their targets. When confronted with these accusations, Volkshia just shakes his head. Pah! I do nothing wrong. They are angry because they always lose. They are green with jealousy and sour apples. It's likely that it means sour grapes, not sour apple. But his message is clear nevertheless. When it comes to cross-country skiing, Yanni Volkshia is currently the force to be reckoned with. That's Volkshia's Cougar 30-20 rifle. 1% pure adrenaline, 1% pure water. Then we got the Biathlon Binion's annual environmental competition champion of a, I believe, real person. These are like kind of real photos. Biathlon's Bob's tip of the month, the magic bullet. Hi, I'm Bob Savage. Ever find yourself in a training run out in the backcountry, miles from car or cabin, consistently missing your target despite your best efforts? You conclude that your front sight needs to be adjusted, but you have no tools with you, not even your trusty Swiss Army knife. The good news for some rifle owners is you don't have to throw in the towel and call it a wasted day, because the solution to your problem is right there in your rifle, a bullet. Ew. To raise or lower the sight post, you need to press the small locking pin and move the circular plate beneath the post to the next position Clockwise to raise the post, counterclockwise for lowering it. While the tip of a ballpoint pen can be used to manipulate the pen into plate, the tip of the bolt works just as well, if not better. After all, ballpoint pens can break, and the last thing you need is a jammed post screw. So next time you're out in the field and your aim seems to be off, reach for a bullet. You'll be back on target in no time. Look at that freaking ugly guy. Fedora. I don't like fedoras. But yeah, I don't like hunting either. So that's why I said that. He's got a little wreath. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna go do breakfast. Who's hungry? I gotta drop my bag in. Let's go do our cook duties. We did our maid duties, now we're doing our Chef Nancy duties. Oh, I should have saved, but okay. So this is breakfast. What do we do with breakfast? Yes, can order French toast and urban bacon. They should be cooked on the griddle. Okay, omelet should be cooked in a frying pan. So French and Canadian bacon. Make sure all food is thoroughly cooked before moving the griddle or pan. French toast and omelet should be golden brown, while Canadian bacon should be lightly browned. Okay, we'll make an omelet. Simply add any extra ingredients to the pan of egg mixture. To the pan of egg. Okay, I'm sure some of that's automatic. 3 French toasts on the griddle, right? Wait, what? 3 French toasts. Oh, okay. 3 French toasts. Three Canadian bacons. Let's do this first. 1, 2. Ooh, get that. Okay, 3 Canadian bacons. I guess that's this. Oh, what's this? Canadian bacon. No, that's not it. Canadian bacon. Okay, omelet. Wait, where's bacon? Oh, egg. I guess 1 omelet. Omelet's over here, I think. I think of bacon when I think of, but this is like a, what? This person's gonna be full. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I'm guessing we put that here. Oops. Egg. Okay, and then we do this. 1 bacon. That's supposed to be cut up bacon. 2 spinach. 1, 2. 1 cheese. 1 green pepper. What did you say? Some egg straight in a pan of egg mixture. Okay, so we just do that. Right? Oh no, okay, so we do that. Okay. So let's do that. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. 2 spinach. 1, 2. 1 cheese. 1 green bell pepper. Should we put it on here? Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Wait for it. Or this one's quick. Any day now. There. Thank you. I love omelets.
Order up.
Cool, I did it right. 3 French toast. 1, 2, 3. An omelet. That was freaking quick. 1. Oh. Okay. 3. That's on. Okay, when I go like that, it gotta be quick. Spinach. Wait, how many? 3 spinach, 1 cheese. I'm kind of slow on this one. 2 green peppers. 1, 2. 3 olives. 1, 2, 3. I think that was 3. 3 French toast. 1 Canadian bacon.
Order up.
Okay. 3 French toast. 1, 2, 3. Canadian bacon. 1, 2, 3. I don't ever use paprika because that's optional, I guess.
Order up.
But I don't know if I should use it. 1 French toast. 1 Canadian bacon. French toast is freaking quick, my god. Okay. At least in the game. 1 omelet. I love this. I love these kind of games, honestly. 1, 2. 1 spinach. 3 cheeses. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 olives. 1, 2. Lay it on there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you.
Order up.
3 French toast, 1 Canadian bacon. Same thing. 1 Canadian bacon. Damn, damn, damn. Okay.
Order up.
2 French toast, 1 Canadian bacon. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna save here. Okay. And then the weather should be fine. We gotta get that fishing thing right. So let's go here. We're gonna have to deal with this little girl again.
The battle for the kingdom of the Snow Princess begins!
Where are you? Haha. I'm gonna make sure she doesn't get a point this time. Not even 1. I'm gonna get her. I have to get 10. Again, it's harder on the Wii. I cannot aim. I was slow to aim.
You win! Go before the Snow Princess decides to seek revenge!
Seek revenge! Okay, let's go to... which one was it? This way? Was it this way? No, it was the other way. Okay, Icicle Lake, duh. I'm gonna freeze up, so I gotta go to that room quickly.
I'm starting to get really cold.
Yeah, okay. Quick.
Oh my gosh. It looks like someone came in here and just wrecked everything, including the fishing gear. So much for catching a 2-foot Northern Pike.
Okay.
Left behind by whoever trashed this place, maybe? 202-555-7237. That's a U.S. phone number.
I'm gonna write that down. 202 505 555 7237. Okay. Somebody trashed my little area that I wanted to do. Okay, and we can still fish though, right?
I can't fish without a hook and line.
Got it. We'll come back to that.
I'm starting to get really cold.
Again, it's early in the day, so we don't have to worry about anything else here. Okay, oops. Let's be careful where we turn, Nancy.
Warm again. Somebody left me a note.
Right here. Nancy Drew. Nancy, I really like playing snowball fights with you, but I'm afraid you won't want to play with me anymore. If you play with me and win, I'll give you my top secret way I can stay out in the cold for so long. Freddie. Oh, thank you, Freddie. Save. Okay. go see if we can... Well, let me read the newspaper. Oh. I already read that one, okay.
What's up?
Well, good luck with the game.
Ditto, dude.
Hey, little Miss Fisherman. What can I do for you?
I hate to tell you this, but someone wrecked all the fishing gear that was in the fishing shack.
I hate to tell you this, but someone wrecked all the fishing gear that was in the fishing shack.
What? You're kidding. So my gear's ruined?
Completely. So much for a little fishing contest.
Completely. So much for our little fishing contest.
Wait a minute. Ollie ice fishes. Go ask him for a hook and line. And don't take no for an answer.
Well, I better come back to work.
Well, I better get back to work.
Okay.
See you later.
I'm gonna go to Freddie now and see what she has to say. Okay, that woman's not there yet. I'm gonna save here and go see her. I'm gonna have to beat another round of her.
Ho! By order of the Snow Princess, you shall not pass.
Okay. Snooze. Got to be very quick. Poor little girl. I'm just hitting snowballs right in her face. Her little fort.
You win. Heads up.
Yeah.
Whenever
Oh.
you're really cold, just squeeze the toasty pack and you'll get a burst of heat. It only works when you're already cold, and you can only use one toasty pack at a time.
I'm sure if I continue beating her, I'll get more. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta go ask before I go back. Okay. I'm gonna go talk to Ollie real quick.
Warm again.
Real quick. Let me go talk to Ollie. I forgot to do that. I just needed that. I'm good with you. Hi, Ollie.
What you need?
Someone went into the ice fishing shack and ruined all of Bill Kessler's equipment.
Someone went into the ice fishing shack and ruined all of Bill Kessler's equipment.
Probably some animal-loving eco-fanatic who figured it was time to save the fish.
Problem is, Mr. Kessler still insists that I try to catch a 2-foot Northern Pike.
Problem is, Mr. Kessler still insists that I try to catch a 2-foot Northern Pike.
Say no more. There's my tackle box. It's all yours. Kessler tried to rope me into competing with him, but I can't very well do that when you've got my hook and line now, can I?
No, I don't suppose you can.
What else do you want?
I better get back upstairs.
I'd better get back upstairs.
Good.
Damn. Okay, you don't want me around? Cool. I get it though. I really get it. Okay, I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna have to go through Freddie again. Come on, girl.
Ho! By order of the Snow Princess, you shall not pass.
You tried it. You tried it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. 9, 10.
You win. Heads up.
I'm gonna have another one. How many do I have? 2? Oh, I just keep doing it. Okay. So I got a tackle box. Let's go. Okay.
I'm starting to get really cold.
She's got the shakes. Okay, let's go back in. Let's put the tackle box down.
Ah, nice and toasty.
Didn't really need that, but okay. It's okay. Okay. So, want to catch a 2-footer. Ooh. Ooh. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. What is this?
Uh-oh, the sturgeon ate my line.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. Can I do that again? Load. I messed up a little bit. Okay. So we don't want to hit the sturgeon because the sturgeon is heavy.
Ho! By order of the Snow Princess, you shall not
Sure, girl. Whatever you say, let's try not to let her get a point. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Do it! Incoming!
Okay, girl. Ba-bow. Let's go back. Okay.
It is really, really cold out here.
Okay. Here we go. Warm and cozy. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's try this again. We want to try to get a 2-footer.
My line just bit the dust.
We can do it again, right? Right? We can do it again. Okay, I can. I didn't need to say... What was I thinking? Okay, I think it's... I don't know. Hold up. Did
Wrong
it?
again.
Okay, throw it back in there. Okay, is it this one?
That won't do.
No. Okay. Is it this one? Ooh, that thing's
A
huge.
sturgeon chewed right through my line.
He real got angry. Okay, let's try this again. Ooh, I wanna get you. Damn. Ooh, I wanna get you. Damn! I don't even know which one's 2 foot. No, I think you're smaller than that. Is it you?
Wrong again.
No, it's not. Okay. Just keep going. Just keep going. It's fine. It's whatever. Why is their hat? Who dropped their hat in here? No. I feel like it's one of these.
Close, but no cigar.
No, that's past. Okay. So it's a smaller one of that. Is it? I don't think it's you. Why is that one swimming off? Is that the one I'm looking for? It's faster than the other ones. Or maybe not. That one's going fast. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, give me, 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 give me.
That won't do.
No, that one's too small. Come on. What's this supposed to look like?
That won't do.
Jesus. Is it trash? I don't want trash. I don't want to pick up trash. I'm gonna get this one. Shit. Bring that up. 2-foot sturgeon.
Uh-oh. The sturgeon ate my line.
Sturgeon's a dick. Is it this one? Shit. I gotta put that back up. That one's huge, man. I don't even know. Is it this one? Watch out for the sturgeon. The sturgeon.
Not what I need.
Okay.
I broke my line.
Wait, let me see. Well, never mind. Let's not see. It's bigger than this. Bigger than that. It's obviously... No. Just gonna bring it down here. Oh, nope. I'll put it more down. Further. Damn, that one's fast. I feel like it's this. I could be wrong. Please don't.
I snagged a sturgeon. Huh, there goes my line.
Sturgeons like to freaking bite my line. This might take a while because I'm so stupid. I can't figure it out.
Right size, wrong fish.
Oh. Okay, so it's the right size, but it's the wrong type of fish. So kind of like that size. Is it this one?
Close, but no cigar.
Shit. Is it...
There we go. A 2-foot
There we go.
Northern Pike. No more fishing for me.
It's a beautiful fish, Nancy. Good job. Good job, me. Okay. So... I'm gonna save here. Ow! That was loud. I'm in the water, sounds like. Right?
Oh my gosh. Whoever threw that ice ball at me must have set off an explosion that shattered the ice. And my jacket's gone. No wonder I'm so cold.
I got 2 packs, so that's good. Buddy! I got your jacket, girl. I better go now.
A coat. I need to make it to shore by jumping from ice floe to ice floe and put on that coat before I
Yes.
freeze to death.
11:11. Make a wish. Okay. So we want to get to the coat. And these will, like, go, disappear. Come on, guys. I think I have to do somehow right here. There has to be another one. Can I take my little... I can't. Okay. Shit. I'm gonna freeze to death. Yeah, I'm gonna freeze to death. That's great. I'm gonna have to start over. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm getting so
That's dangerous. Don't do that. Okay. How should we go about this? This is like a random kind of thing. Just gotta do right. We did it! Okay, that was super easy, actually.
I don't know whose this is or why that wolf left it here, but at least now I won't freeze to death.
Yep.
I feel warmer already. There's a note in one of the pockets.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Little shell thing. A thing here. something there. Triangle with the little hair. Alfalfa hair. I don't know.
Since I can't go back the way I came, maybe these tracks will lead me to shelter.
Okay. This will just... Avalanche Ridge.
Avalanche Ridge. Ugh, not exactly reassuring.
Okay, they want
Ski tracks. Probably Yanni's. I bet if I follow them, I'll wind up back at the lodge.
Let's go back.
If I don't get warm soon, I may not make it.
Okay, we got this, Nancy. Come on, girl. We're gonna need a pack. Come on.
Ah, warm again.
Thank God. Okay, I'm gonna go call that weird number. Save. It was 202 123 7237.
You have reached Run and Grow Free, a non-profit organization dedicated to making sure that the wild animals of North America remain wild. No one can take your call at the moment because all of our volunteer staff is busy blocking access to California's wilderness areas in order to protect their cougar, bear, and condor population. But if you leave your name and number after the beep, someone will eventually get back to you. Especially if you want to make a donation.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to the two now because I got their fish, and then I'll talk to Yanni or whatever. Then I'll make lunch. Oh, they're not there. Whoa. Let's talk to Yanni, I guess.
How can I help you?
I hear that a major cross-country skiing competition may be held in this area in a couple of years.
I hear that a major cross-country skiing competition may be held in this area in a couple of years.
This is very true. It will rival the Olympics.
Could that be the real reason he came here to train?
Could that be the real reason you came here to train?
As long as I have to train, why not train in the place where I must eventually put that training to use? As we say in Fredonia, I am simply milking two goats with one bucket. Besides, I told you about the bomb. My competitors will stop at nothing to defeat me. I am forced to seek out and exploit every possible advantage open to me. I take no pride in some of the things I've done to bring victory to my country, but I have no choice.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Kavichinaya.
Kavichinaya, whatever that means. Yet again. I'm gonna make lunch now. And hopefully I'll see the other people. Okay. So, what is the first thing? One quesadilla. Easy. That is super quick. My God. I just
Order
can't
up.
believe it. It's not real. One hamburger. Okay, grill that. 2 cheese. 2 cheese. Thank you. 2 cheese. 2 cheese, 2 lettuce, 2 pickles. 2 cheese, 2 lettuce, 2 pickles. 1 tomato. 1 mustard. 1 ketchup.
Order up.
1 quesadilla. 1 hamburger. 1 cheese. 1 lettuce. 1 tomato. 2 onion. One ketchup. Easy peasy, your hamburger is done.
Order up.
One quesadilla. One hamburger.
Order up.
And what are you? One quesadilla. These are easy.
Order up.
Okay, one cheese, two lettuce. One tomato, one mustard. One ketchup. Okay, cool. They're still not there. That's okay. Or the other person's not there. Are they there, though? No, they're not. Shoot. I'm gonna have to wait later in the day. So let me just change the time. Let me make it later. Maybe, let's try 2. Just a bit later, you know, all that stuff. See if there's anything. Oh, he's asleep. Well, somebody else. She's there. Let me see who's asleep.
Nancy, hi! What the heck happened out there?
Actually, I'm not quite sure.
Actually, I'm not quite sure.
I walked out to Icicle Lake to see how you were doing in the fishing shack, only there wasn't any fishing shack. There wasn't even a lake. The ice was all busted up like somebody dropped a bomb on it.
All I know is, after I caught that 2-foot Northern Pike, I walked outside and someone knocked me unconscious with an ice ball. The next thing I knew, there was an explosion and I was on an ice floe in the middle of the lake with no coat and no fish.
Somebody decked you with an ice ball and blew up the lake? Holy moly! The good news is you're okay. The bad news? No more ice fishing.
This is Mr. Talbot. It's Nair. Can I play? No, I'm not ready there yet. We'll do it later.
I've kept you awake long enough.
Hasta siesta.
Yeah, we'll do that later. I mean, I could save it here and just... Yeah, I'll save it there. Okay, let me talk to this girl.
Well, who are you?
I'm Elsa's replacement.
I'm Elsa's replacement?
Oh, the new maid. Thank goodness. I was wondering how much longer the owner expected us to endure these conditions and still pay full price.
How long has Elsa been gone?
How long has Elsa been gone?
2 days, I think. Maybe even 3. I don't know. It's all a blur of dirt and dust and soap residue. My name is Guadalupe Comillo. My friends call me Lupe.
So I should call you Lupe?
So I should call you Lupe?
I hardly think so, dear. For one thing, I don't even know your name.
My name's Nancy Drew.
2 things, dear. First, the alarm clock is missing from my room. I don't necessarily need another one. I just don't want to be charged for that one, seeing as I have no idea where it went to. Second, be a doll and clean my room first. It'll hardly take you any time at all, especially compared to the other rooms. The other guests are all men.
Mm-hmm.
Single men.
Girl, don't be
well,
thirsty.
I'm happy to report that I've already cleaned your room.
Yep.
Excellent.
I hate to sound nosy, but what are you doing?
I hate to sound nosy, but what are you doing?
Birds. I'm watching birds.
Good.
That's what I am, you see, a bird watcher. Sometimes I go outside and watch, and sometimes I stay inside. It all depends on what the birds feel like doing and what I feel like doing.
So that's what brought you to Icicle Creek Lodge, the birding?
So that's what brought you to Icicle Creek Lodge, the birding?
Absolutely. The place is a veritable birding paradise, even in winter. In fact, in the short time I've been here, I've seen hawks, eagles, orioles, cardinals, jays, nothing truly rare. But to a wildlife lover such as myself, seeing them in such a spectacular setting is thrilling nonetheless.
Have you met the other guests?
Have you met the other guests?
I've bumped into them at one time or another, yes. I don't spend all my time in front of this window.
Good.
That Yanni fellow, he's very talented but extremely intense. His whole life revolves around being the best in the world. As for the two who are always sitting across the way playing that silly game, the older man, Bill Kessler, he's no deep thinker, but he's nice enough. But the other one, that college student, talking to him is like trying to converse with a giant turnip. No social graces whatsoever. I almost prefer talking to the handyman. Almost. Anyone that intent on destroying something as glorious as that wolf
True.
is hardly worth talking to.
Girl, you're a genuine girl. Woman. I like you. You're cool. You're on my good side. The other ones who are hunting the wolf are on my bad side. And you love birds. It's cute. I love that. Have you ever seen the wolf that's been hanging out around here?
Have you ever seen the wolf that's been hanging out around here?
No. Not that I'm looking for it, of course. Yanni occasionally skis by, and that dullard of a student, I see him snowshoeing occasionally. But I've yet to see the wolf. Have you seen it?
Yep. Yeah, up close and personal, as a matter of fact.
Yeah,
It was
up
sweet.
close and personal, as a matter of fact.
How did it act? Was it aggressive? Did it look injured?
Since I don't have testosterone, it was pretty sweet to me. I read that, wolves tend to not like males because they have, like, I don't know, I've read it somewhere that because they have testosterone, wolves, like, don't like it, and they kind of are more attracted to females. I don't know, I read that, so I think that's why it was friendly. I don't know. Actually, I think it may have saved my life.
Actually, I think it may have saved my
It was a
life.
sweetheart.
Really?
Sweet wolf.
Of course, its behavior does suggest that it's had contact with humans before. Have you told anyone else what you just told me?
No?
Good. Don't. You see, I'd like to see this wolf for myself, and I don't want everyone else
I
going
agree.
after it and scaring it
The
away.
men.
And there's no telling what that trigger-happy handyman might do.
Mhm.
So it'll just be our little secret, all right?
Do you own a book about birds of the Southwest?
Do you own a book about birds of the Southwest?
I might. Why do you ask?
Because I found a piece of a book covering the fishing shack, and since it was about birds, I wondered if it was yours.
Because I found a piece of a book cover in the fishing shack, and
It's
since
not.
it was about birds,
I don't think so.
wondered if it was yours.
No,
Mhm.
it's not from any book I have. I've never been in the ice fishing shack, so how could it be?
I've enjoyed talking to you. You're fun.
I've enjoyed talking to you.
Farewell.
Seem like a sweet lady. She just did
Is
not.
this yours?
That was
What,
weird.
that bullet? Don't be silly. Why would I be carrying ammunition around?
It kind of looked like it dropped out of your pocket.
It kind of looked like it dropped out of your pocket.
Well, since it was never in my pocket, that's impossible now, isn't it? It was probably lying there on the floor all along, and you just happened to kick it into view, that's all.
You're blaming
This
me.
did used to be a hunting lodge, dear. I wouldn't worry about it.
You used that bullet I found on the floor to alter the sights on Ollie Randall's rifle, didn't you?
You used that bullet I found on the floor to alter the sights on Ollie Randall's rifle, didn't you?
What? That's so ridiculous. It's laughable.
You did it because you remember the Run and Grow Free, and you're trying to protect the wolf at any cost, aren't you? Hey, as long as you're protecting wolves,
You
you're
did
my
it
friend.
because
I
you're a
don't
member
care.
of Run and Grow Free, and you're trying to protect the wolf at any
Anyone who
cost,
protects
aren't you?
life.
Look
So
at me.
animals.
Do I really look like some kind of wildlife fanatic?
I never judge books by their covers, Miss Camillo. Look, I don't want to see anything happen to that wolf either. If you belong to Run and Grow Free, just tell me. I'm good at keeping secrets, believe me.
You're right. I am a member of Run and Grow Free. I did make sure that brute would miss if he took a shot at the wolf, and I will do whatever it takes to protect that beautiful creature.
Good for you. I love you. So you're here undercover.
So, you're here undercover?
Yes,
What are you going to do next?
What are you going to do next?
that's all I'm going to tell you, Nancy. And if you really are concerned about the wolf's
I
welfare,
won't.
you won't repeat any of this to anyone.
You got my word. Sound of snoring, still snoring, God. The way she turned around, that was funny. And she, like, dropped the bullet from her back. Was that accidental or was that purpose? I don't know. So we already did lunch. Let's call the sheriff again. 403-555-7827. I think we want to talk to him about Yanni if we haven't already.
Sheriff's office.
Oh, never mind. I think I already did.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew again.
Yes.
I'll let you get back to work.
Goodbye.
That was stupid. If that were real, They would like come get you. Okay, let's go check upstairs. Wait. Which one's yawn? Lou's room. Ina. Okay, hold on.
Some things are missing.
Yeah.
Maybe Lou went out and took them with him.
Okay, I'm gonna save this under... I don't know. I'm not gonna save right now.
What do you want?
Ooh.
You messed with my rifle, didn't you?
This I gotta hear.
Excuse me?
This fax just came for you. It's from the wacko left-wing wildlife gang that paid you to screw up my rifle so I'd miss that wolf.
How dare you talk to me like that? I'm leaving this place right now.
Good. You just got yourself an escort off the premises.
Ouch. Okay, we're gonna check out Bill's room. Bill is vacant. That means it's not occupado. Bill is fish. There's a letter here. It's all totally unfair and I'm sick of putting up with things that aren't fair. It's his fault, her fault, their fault that I don't have what's rightfully mine. They are thieves and it's an insult to have what they stole from us waved around in my face. I could throttle him, both of them, for what they did. Justice shall be served one day. One day I will have justice. Okay, Bill, calm down. Okay. I'm gonna try using the bathroom real quick.
Call 1555 Mystico and prepare to be amazed.
Okay. I don't know why I wanted to do that. Let's talk to Ollie, and then we'll go back and talk to the other two.
What you need?
I couldn't help but overhear the argument you and Miss Camillo had.
I couldn't help but overhear the argument you and Miss Camillo had.
She messed up my rifle so I couldn't shoot that wolf, so I tossed her out. Told her to take her little crusade somewhere else.
Have you told Chantel you threw her out?
Have you told Chantal that you threw her out?
No, not yet. She's not gonna be happy. But by golly, that woman was a menace. Anybody who deliberately sabotaged a man's rifle is capable of anything. But at least now I know why I missed that wolf. And like I told her as I was giving her the bum's rush.
She's just a
next
good
time,
person.
I won't miss.
You're the asshole.
I'll let you get back to work.
No offense.
If I go outside without a coat, I'll freeze.
What you need?
I'd better get back upstairs.
If you need anything, just holler.
I'm alright. Wait, let me do something here.
Check.
Introduce myself to all of it.
Been there, done that. Can't check that. Oops. Haven't done that.
Okay.
Been there, done. Check. Been there, done that. Can't check. That's finished. Can't check that off. That's finished.
Okay. That's all what for me. What was it? This?
That's for me.
Nancy. Because of that Neanderthal of a handyman, I have been forced to return home. Please call me when it comes to White Wolf. There's so much for us to talk about, Lupe. Okay. Let me see if there's anything here. No, there's not. Okay. Well, that's weird. Okay, I guess they're not there. Hmm. Hmm.
How can I help you?
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Kavichinaya.
Okay, I'm gonna come back down here. Probably later. I'm gonna go outside real quick. Save. Just in case I have to play that Fox and Goose game early, I'm gonna just do this outside. Save it there. Okay, let me see. No. Okay. Let's go to Trapper Dan's Needle. Oops, I just went back. Okay, let me try that again. There was something I needed to check, I think. Okay, I'm going this way. Okay, I want to check if the fossil's still there. Or if it's moved.
That's weird. The rock that had the fossil in it is gone.
Okay. Okay.
I feel warmer already. The snow's so deep, I'm sinking up to my knees.
Okay, let's go back.
I can't stop shivering. I need to get in and out of the cold, like, soon.
Okay.
Ah, much better.
Damn.
It was really cold.
Yep. I'm gonna call Lupe, which is, hold on. What time is it? Okay. I will do that in a moment. Let me see if the other guy's here. I was waiting for him to come back.
What's up?
Oh, never mind.
Well, good luck with the game.
Been real.
What do you
Hello
say?
again.
Well, I'll let you get back to beating Lou.
So,
See you later.
I think when he leaves I can play the game, but not now. Okay, let's go back and try call some people. I was just checking if he was remotely there, and he is there. Harry Potter, that is. That guy that looks like Harry Potter. What was her? Oh, let me double check.
Can't check that off yet. Still need to do that.
Okay.
Still need to do that.
Okay. I need to still do some. Let me check my notes real quick. Phone numbers. Lupe. I need Lupe's number. Guadalupe. Okay. Lupe is 213-555-3264. So we'll call Lupe, then we'll call, I think, Chantal. Okay. 213-123-3264.
Miss Camillo, hi, it's Nancy Drew from Icicle Creek Lodge.
Yes, of course. Is the wolf all right?
Well, Ollie hasn't succeeded in shooting or trapping it yet, if that's what you mean.
If only I was there to protect it. Our organization is trying desperately to arrange to have the wolf captured and transported to a sanctuary. But so far, all the ones we've contacted are full. And unless and until we find a place for it, our hands are tied. Tell me more about the contact you've had with the wolf.
After I was buried by an avalanche, it dug a hole in the snow so I could escape.
After I was buried by an avalanche, it dug a hole in the snow so I could escape.
It may have sensed you were in trouble, or its behavior may have been totally random. But either way, the fact that the wolf didn't simply run away from you is very bad news.
Why?
It is?
Wolves and humans simply do not mix. While wolves may appear to be similar to dogs, behaviors that have been bred out of dogs after thousands of years of domestication are still instinctive to wolves. Training a wolf to behave like a dog may mask those instincts, but it cannot eradicate them. For that reason, no matter how sociable the wolf may appear, instinct can at any moment rear its ugly head with devastating results for any humans involved and for the wolf. Especially for the wolf, who will have simply been doing what comes naturally.
So the fact the wolf doesn't seem to be that afraid of people could lead people to think they don't have to be afraid of it?
So the fact that this wolf doesn't seem to be that afraid of people could lead people to think they don't have to be afraid of it.
Precisely. It could make them forget that all wolves are, first and foremost, wild. And while we're on the subject, do not ever, ever give in to the temptation to feed the wolf. For one thing, a wolf's jaws are twice as powerful as a German shepherd's, and should your hand happen to get in its way when it tries to feed?
I get the picture.
For another thing, making the wolf dependent upon you for food would seal its doom. It sounds strange, Nancy, but the very best thing you can do for that wolf is nothing.
Are you the one who wrecked all the gear that was in the fishing shack?
Are you the one who wrecked all the gear that was in the fishing shack?
Yes, that was me. I was afraid that Bill Kessler fellow would encounter the wolf on one of his trips out to the shack, and that it would end badly for the wolf. So I did a number on his equipment. I've done worse while working on behalf of Run and Grow Free. Believe me.
So are you kind of an expert on wolves?
So,
I mean,
are
if
you
you
kind of
really
an
love
expert on
them,
wolves?
you would be.
Oh, good heavens, no. Although I probably know more about them than most people do.
True.
Which unfortunately isn't saying much.
Things like what?
Well, I know that a wolf that lives by itself, like the one up there at the lodge,
A lone
lone
wolf.
wolf, if you will, a wolf like that is called a disperser.
Disperser.
And I know that 95% of the wolf's natural habitat down here in the lower 48 states has disappeared. And I know some people, a lot of people, couldn't care less. But it seems to me that wolves have just as much right to go about their business in this country as we humans do.
All
After
animals
all,
should.
They were here
Yeah.
first.
Yep. When you were here at the lodge, how come you had a magazine that featured Yanni Volkstaya in your room?
When you were here at the lodge, how come you had a magazine that featured Yanni Volkstaya in your room?
You're very observant.
Mm-hmm.
I read the article thinking he might make a good spokesperson for Run and Grow Free. But then I actually talked to him. At which point I realized that not only is he a raving egomaniac, but he's
True.
appallingly superstitious when it comes to wolves. I put an abrupt end to that conversation. I was afraid he might try to tell me that wolves had eaten his grandmother or something.
You know, actually, never mind.
Why can't the group you belong to just capture the wolf, take it out in the middle of nowhere, and let it go?
Why can't the group you belong to just capture the wolf, take it out to the middle of nowhere, and let it go?
Because unfortunately, there's really no such place as nowhere anymore. We humans are, or can be, everywhere. Plus, wolves can travel great distances. Contact with humans would be inevitable. And since this wolf has obviously lost its fear of humans, it would be an easy target for anyone prone to shoot first and ask questions later.
What?
No, a sanctuary is the only place where it would be truly safe.
What's a sanctuary?
What's a sanctuary?
It's a facility where wolves can live out their lives in as natural a setting as possible
Or
in the company of
animal.
other wolves.
Any
You
animal.
mean like a zoo?
No.
No, sanctuaries are usually not open to the general public.
Thank God.
And while educating visitors about wolves is certainly one of their goals, their primary concern is preserving the animals they take in. Unfortunately, the more humans encroach on wolves' natural habitat, the more crowded the sanctuaries become.
Humans ruin everything for animals. Aren't there any government agencies that can take care of the wolf?
Aren't there any government agencies that can take care of the wolf?
For the most part, and especially up there, wolves are considered to be pests. If a government agency got
What?
involved, it would take care of the wolf all right. Permanently.
How rude. It gets so cold here at night. Will the wolf be okay?
It gets so cold here at night. Will the wolf be okay?
Not only are wolves built to withstand
Yeah.
cold temperatures, but they know instinctively what to do to survive in extreme
They're
conditions.
wild for real.
If they didn't, they would have disappeared from the earth eons ago.
True. Why didn't you just come out and tell the people at Icicle Creek Lodge that you were there to protect the wolf?
Why didn't you just come out and tell the people at Icicle
'Cause they
Creek
don't wanna
Lodge
hear
that
that?
you were there to protect the wolf?
Because I assumed, and quite correctly as it turns out, that very few people there would be
I agree.
sympathetic to my cause.
Yep.
Had I not been undercover, they may have tried to foil my efforts. Instead, I was able to foil theirs. For a while, at least.
Did you even ever hear any explosions while you were staying at Icicle Creek Lodge?
Did you ever hear any explosions while you were staying at Icicle Creek Lodge?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I heard several.
Do you have any idea what caused them?
My first thought was that Ollie had completely lost it and was going after the wolf with explosives. But when I realized that even he wasn't that stupid, I assumed it was someone clearing an avalanche or a downed tree or something. While we're on the subject of explosions, did anyone ever figure out what made the bunkhouse blow up like that?
The sheriff says it was plastic explosives.
Wow, that's serious. No offense, but it sounds to me like instead of hiring a new maid, the owner of the lodge should have hired herself a detective.
Yeah.
I am a detective girl. What's about it? Well, there you go.
Well, I'll let you go.
Thanks for calling. Oh, and from now on, call me Lupe. I think you've earned that right.
Oh, thanks, girl. Let's call Chantel Moqui. 403-123-2274.
Hello?
Hi, it's Nancy Drew.
I'm glad you called. Ollie tells me Guadalupe Camillo checked out.
Actually, it was more like Ollie threw her out.
Well, good riddance, right? I mean, he said she was an environmental nut job.
Who cares?
He said he wouldn't
That's
be
a genuine
surprised if
person.
She's the one who caused those accidents and blew up the bunkhouse.
Maybe she took it too far, though, a little bit. It wouldn't surprise me either.
It wouldn't surprise me either.
Wonderful. Then I can tell my lawyers that the case is closed and come home.
Well, the case isn't closed yet.
Nope. Not
I still
violent.
have to come up with proof.
Oh, that. Well, the lodge is probably better off without her in any case.
Oh, be quiet.
Although she did pay for her stay in advance. And in cash.
Yeah.
Cash is good.
Ugh.
Oh well. Anything else to report?
Has anyone talked to you about the World Championship cross-country skiing competition that's going to be held somewhere in this area year after next?
Has anyone talked to you about the World Championship cross-country skiing competition that's going to be held somewhere in this area year after next?
That is something I am not at liberty to discuss.
In other words, the answer is yes.
I didn't say that. Why do you ask?
That would tend to make Icicle Creek Lodge a very desirable place of real estate, wouldn't it?
That would tend to make Icicle Creek Lodge a very desirable piece of real estate, wouldn't it?
If the championship is held nearby, which as far as I know, still hasn't been decided. You think someone's been causing these accidents to run me out of business so they can buy the lodge from me on the cheap?
It's a thought.
And a pretty nasty one at that.
Do you know that Ollie is building a trap to catch the wolf that's been hanging around?
Did you know that Ollie is building a trap to catch the wolf that's been hanging around?
No, but he told me he'd been having trouble shooting it, so good for him. Whatever it takes to get rid of it.
But why does he need to get rid of it? It's not hurting anything.
It's freaking out my guests, which means it's hurting my bottom line, especially on top of everything else that's been happening.
But why not, say, call a wolf sanctuary and have them come and take the wolf away? That would certainly be more humane.
Look, Ollie's had a lot of experience with varmints or whatever he calls them, so I have to assume that he knows best. In fact, I think he used to hunt wolves for food. Or was that bears? Lions, tigers, bears, wolves.
Oh my.
They're all a huge insurance risk for someone in my business. So I don't care how Ollie does it. I just want that wolf gone. ASAP.
You'll hear from me again later.
You'll hear from me again later.
I have to get going too. Bye.
Okay. Now we're gonna call one last person. 523 555 4357. That's Ned. By the way.
Hi, Nance.
Just double
Hey, Ned.
Everything all right?
I'm just catching up. Bad news. Chantel is insisting that if I need help, I got it from this police consultant she hired, a guy named Tino Balducci.
Bad
Remember
news.
him?
Chantal is insisting that if I need help, I
Last
get
train
it
to
from
Blue
this
Moon
police
Canyon.
consultant she hired, a guy named Tino
The guy is full of himself?
Balducci.
Tino Balducci.
Yeah.
Not that cop.
That's the one.
How does Chantal know him?
Someone introduced them and he charmed her into hiring him. And now I have to get all my hints from him.
Well, I'm sure he'll be very helpful. Not as helpful as, say, I would have been, of course, but
Aww.
very helpful.
I'd rather choose you over him any day. Yanni Volkshia, the cross-country skier. Someone threw a bomb at him while he was out on the slopes training.
Yanni Volkstaya, the cross-country skier?
Volkstaya.
Someone threw
I
a
gotta
bomb
remember
at
that.
him while he was out on the slopes training.
A bomb? You mean like a grenade or something?
Whatever it was, it left a small crater. I saw it myself.
Why would someone do
I
that?
have no
From
idea.
what I've read, Yanni is a pretty ruthless competitor. He's probably made a lot of enemies. In fact, he's convinced that his competitors are the ones who blew up the bunkhouse.
He's paranoid.
He thinks they were trying to intimidate him.
He's too weird.
What do you think?
I think it's just being paranoid.
I think he's just being paranoid. Someone may be using explosives around here, but I really don't think they're doing it just to get rid of Yanni Volkstaya.
Then why are they using them?
That I intend to find out.
Good idea.
Are you familiar with a book by Jack London? I'm sure most literature enthusiasts know this book. Jack London called The Call of the Wild.
Are
It's
you
a
familiar
classic.
with a book by Jack London called The Call of the
Jack
Wild?
London's a
Sure,
very
it's about a dog who winds up
author.
leading a pack of wolves. It's a classic. Why do you ask?
Because I found a copy of it in
I've
Lee's
never read
room.
it though.
Interesting. Maybe he's got something to do with the wolf that's been lurking around outside the lodge.
I was thinking the same thing.
I was thinking the same thing. He does spend a lot of time outside by himself. He says he's snowshoeing, but maybe he's up to something else. Something that ties in with the wolf somehow.
Or maybe the fact that he's reading that book is all just a big coincidence.
Yeah, that could be too.
As I recall, it was a pretty good book.
The guy who built Icicle Creek Lodge also built the weird concrete pyramid thing nearby that everyone calls Trapper Dan's Needle.
The guy who built Icicle Creek Lodge also built this weird concrete pyramid thing nearby that everyone calls Trapper Dan's Needle.
What's it for?
No one knows, but there was a piece of black nylon-type fabric sticking out of it. Like there's a door in it and someone had snagged their clothes on it on their way in.
So you think there's a door, but you can't see one?
Right.
We'll just keep poking around. If something's got a front door, it usually has a back door, too.
Someone dressed in a black snowmobiling suit decked me with an ice ball, and when I came to, the lake had been blown to pieces and I was stranded on an ice floor.
Someone dressed
Ice
in a black
floe.
snowmobiling suit decked me with an ice ball. And when I came to, The lake had been blown to pieces and I was stranded on an ice floe.
Are you okay?
I am now. But remember that piece of black fabric I saw sticking out of Trapper Dan's needle?
Do you think it came from the clothes the guy who threw the ice ball was wearing?
It's a definite possibility. And if that person also blew up the lake, he or she could be the same person who blew up the bunkhouse.
Which means if you come across someone who owns a black snowmobiling suit that's missing a piece of fabric, you probably found your culprit.
Ollie's on the Avalanche patrol, which means he knows how to handle explosives.
Ollie's on the Avalanche patrol, which means he knows how to handle explosives.
Could he be the mad bomber?
He's got the temperament for it, I can guarantee you that. What I'm not sure about is why he'd be the mad bomber. Although he did mention that he wanted to get back into ranching for himself.
What's stopping him?
No property and no cash. Which reminds me, Chantal hasn't gotten around to giving him the raise she promised him. He seemed a tad bitter about that.
Maybe he figures if he wreaks enough havoc around there, Chantal will shut down the lodge and sell it to him for next to nothing. Not only will he get property, he'll get revenge.
You really think she'd sell the lodge to Ollie?
Of course not, but if Ollie thinks that, he could easily be your guy.
I better get going.
I'd better get going.
Good luck up there, and
Be careful. Goodbye, Ned.
Hello?
Hi, it's Nancy Drew.
Did you ask Yanni about using his picture yet?
Yes, but he said no.
Darn. Well, thanks for trying.
Okay. I think I'm onto something, but I desperately need snowshoes. Could you give me the combination of the lock on the display case so I could use the ones in there?
I think I'm onto something, but I desperately need snowshoes. Could you give me the combination to the lock on the display case so I could use the ones in there?
I certainly can, but I'm not going to until you do something for me.
Sure.
Sure.
I'm going to fax you a survey that Tino came up with. He says you're to fill most of it out by observing the people staying at the lodge, rather than just asking them the questions outright. He says that would put them on their guard. When it's all sailed out, fax it to Tino. The results will help him come up with a profile that will help you to determine which of our guests is responsible for the accident.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Excellent. I'm faxing it to you even as we speak. In fact, it's done. So why don't you go get it right now? I'll wait.
Great. I just hope the questions aren't too dumb. Got it.
Good. Now remember, when you're done filling it out, fax it directly to Tino. And he wants you to call him before you do so he can turn his machine on.
Okay. I better
I'd
get to
better
work.
get back to work.
Don't let me down, okay?
Sure. I'm gonna call Ned. Ned. Oh, the first one. 523-555. 523-123. I'm just gonna call him just in case. 4357.
Hi, Nance.
Hey, Ned.
Everything all right?
Never mind.
I'd better get going.
You can call me anytime. Got that?
Got it. Bye.
Yeah, of course, you're my boyfriend, right? 312-123-5375.
Hey, Nancy. What you need?
I got the survey Chantal said you wanted me to conduct. Unfortunately, I really haven't looked at it yet.
Well, look at it. You're gonna be impressed. In the meantime, what can I do?
Oh, I gotta look at it
Nothing
first.
really. Just thought I'd call and kind of check in.
Oh. Sure you don't run into something?
Nope, I'm good.
Oh. Well, Chantel hired me to be a
I gotta
judge,
look at it first,
so
I think.
you know where to find me.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, hold on. Which side of the bed does the S get up from, his left or right? Hometown. Which planet in the solar system does S identify with? It's paprika, yes or no? Nancy called me before he faxes out to me so I can make sure this matches on. The machine's on. Not matches on. You're a doll, Tino. What did I say that for? Okay. 312. Let's see if we can call him again. 235375.
Nancy, hi. You finished with that survey yet?
I sure am.
Good girl. I'll just turn on my fax machine here.
It's not done.
Okay,
I'm not even done. What? Oh.
You messed up somewhere, Nancy. According to the survey you just sent me, the only crime any of our suspects could have perpetrated is jaywalking. Do it over and call me.
I didn't even do it.
Okay?
You bet.
Anything else?
I think that'll do it.
I think that'll do it.
Don't be a stranger.
Okay. So his fax machine is on that first time. Okay. I didn't even get that. Okay, let's talk to the guys. Let's talk to the people in the basement first. Let's
What
talk to
you need?
you.
I'd better get back upstairs.
Good.
Okay, that didn't work out well. Let's see if we can make breakfast first, right? I don't know. Let me look at the questions. Which side of the bed does S get up from? Okay. Hometown. I think I gotta look this up on the internet and go upstairs and check everything. Let me do this real quick. Room. No. Tino's survey. Ollie kicked Guadalupe out of the lodge. This means I won't be able to slip any paprika in her food and see how she reacts. I'll put a no on Tino's survey when it comes straight. Okay. Yanni is not there, so... Oh! Okay, I didn't see that. I know. Okay, so we got... This is Guadalupe. Yeah, okay. Hometown. Los Angeles. LT was Bria. BK. Toronto. Bill, that's Bill. Yanni is... let's set... Okay. So I got the hometown. Okay. Let's see if we can talk to other people. Are they there? No, they're not. Should I make breakfast? Let's do breakfast first.
As long as it's not time to cook, I might as well stay out of the kitchen.
Oh. Well, okay then. Let me see. I'll wait until 10. Actually, let me look up here. But it's not time yet. When are her housekeeping duties? Oh, it doesn't actually say. 8. I'm gonna go 10 a.m. Everyone's still asleep, huh? Right? 10 a.m. Sometimes you gotta time things right. Are you guys here? Yeah.
What's up?
I was just wondering what planet do you most identify with?
I was just wondering, what planet do you most identify with?
Planet X.
I'm sorry, I meant in our solar system.
Planet X?
But there is no Planet X.
There will be.
So, you identify with
It's weird.
Planet X.
Planet X. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
Nice talking to you.
Ditto, dude.
Hello again.
I know this is gonna sound like a strange question, but what planet do you most identify with?
I know this is going to sound like a strange question, but what planet do you most identify with?
I guess it would be Mars. You know, that whole god of war thing?
I should have known.
Well, I go back to beating Lou.
Well, I'll let you get back to beating Lou.
Okie dokie.
And then we're gonna see if he's there.
How can I help you?
Would you mind telling me what planet you most identify with?
Would you mind telling me what planet you most identify with?
Pluto.
Actually, Pluto's not a planet anymore.
That is exactly the point. Pluto stirs up passion and controversy, yet it continues undaunted on its course, as do I. Pluto and I, we are as brothers.
Okay. I disturbed you long
I've
enough.
disturbed
I'll
you
go
long
back
enough.
to that later.
Come back anytime.
Okay. I'm gonna call Lupe, just for the hell of it. Actually, let me fill it in. L2 was X. This one was Mars. This one was Pluto. Let me... Yeah, let's call Guadalupe. Why don't I just call her? 213. 1, 2, 3.
Hello?
Hi, Lupe. This is Nancy Drew again.
Is everything all right?
The wolf's fine. I just have some questions.
Like what?
Okay. If I were to ask you which planet you most identify with, which one would you
If
say?
I were to
I'll
ask
ask
you
the
which
next
planet
one.
you most identify with, which one would you say?
Earth. No, wait. Make that Venus. No, Earth. No.
Earth.
Actually, Venus. No.
I can see you as Earth.
No offense, dear, but that's a very silly question.
It is.
Tell me about it.
I've got another kind of weird question for you. From what side of the bed do you usually get up?
I've got another kind of weird question for you. From what side of the bed do you usually get up?
That is weird, but harmless, I suppose. Let me think.
Left side?
I get up on my left side.
I'd better get going.
It was wonderful talking to you. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye. Okay, I'm gonna go. No on her. Earth. And left. Okay. Now I need to go upstairs and check the beds. That one's locked. Can I see it from this angle or? I gotta wait. Let's do dinner. And then we'll make it to morning. Dinner should be 6, I think. We're gonna start adding paprika this time only, I think. for the paprika questions.
Not time for kitchen duty yet.
What? There we go. Okay. So what was it? 1 salmon. And then we put paprika on it, I think. Or not. Or not. Maybe we put that on the, is it 1 salad? 1 salad. Egg. 3 eggs, 3 peppers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 tomatoes. 1 spinach. 1 carrot, 3 cucumbers. 1, 2, 3. No good paprika. Okay, here we go.
Order up.
Is that good? Okay. 2 salmon. 1 salad, 1 egg. Three bell peppers. 1, 2, 3. Two spinach. 1 anchovy. 2 carrots. 2 cucumbers. This one's blue.
Order up.
2 salad. It's 2 salad, 2 salmon. Was it salad? 2 eggs. 2 of those. 1, 1 carrot.
Order up.
Okay. Wait, who's this one? Yanni? One salad. 1 egg, 3 yellow peppers. 1 tomato. 3 spinach. 1, 2, 3. 1 anchovy. 3 cucumbers. 1, 2, 3. 1 croutons and paprika. I don't know if I like it. It's kind of weird.
Order up.
2 salmon. Freddie is. Wait, I didn't even see how much that was. They need to put another one on. 3 spinach, 2 anchovies. Wait, let me start this one over. Okay, let me do that over. 1 salad. How many eggs? 1 egg, 2 bell peppers, 1, 2. 1 tomato. 3 spinach, 1, 2, 3. 2 anchovies, 2 carrots. 2 cucumbers. 2 croutons, paprika.
Oh, and by the way, don't go adding paprika to Lou Talbot's food anymore. He hates paprika.
Lou Talbot. I hate paprika. No. Yes. Oh wait, no, this one's yes. This one's no. This one's okay. So let's go back upstairs. Thanks for letting me know, Ollie. Let's make sure it's early morning again, because I gotta know what side they get up on. I think it's 3 a.m. Housekeeping? Okay, thanks. So I gotta see who's who. Here. Ina. Lou Talbot.
I'd better wait until this Do Not Disturb sign is gone.
Oh. Those are Do Not Disturb signs. I thought those were housekeeping. My bad. Let's change the time. Blah, blah, blah. 5. I'll do 5. Is that still not disturb? Please not disturb. Oh, I'm a disturb, alright. You better get up.
I'd better wait until this Do Not Disturb sign is gone.
Shouldn't they? See, it's made. The beds are made. I have to get my random parts of the day, I think. See, they're gone. Oh, you know what? I think it's the slippers. It's not the made bed. I think I don't have to do that anymore, thank God. Okay, what was this one? Ollie. Okay, hold on. Oh, Guadalupe is no longer there. We don't have to worry about that. Fish. See the slippers. Bill Kessler. Okay, Bill Kessler is on the left. You know, this is Lou. Well, I don't see his shoes. Which one was that one? Sorry. Yanni. Left. Lou. You know what? I don't think Lou. I'm not even gonna, I'm just gonna say both. Okay, I'm gonna send that in. I'm gonna send that in and see what happens. Three, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 7. Oops. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 7, 5. Okay, hopefully, fingers crossed, this works. Well.
Nancy, hey, you give that survey another shot?
I sure did.
Hang on. Okay, sock it to me.
I'll suck it to you. Is it good?
According to this survey, one of our suspects regularly breaks into pet shops, which, even if that's true, doesn't help us here. So,
I know. Do it over.
anything else?
I guess maybe I could use a hint.
That's what I'm here for.
I don't get how I'm supposed to know what side of the bed everybody gets up without asking them.
I don't get how I'm supposed to know what side of the bed everybody gets up on without asking them.
Nancy, you're the maid. You of all people should know what side of the bed everybody gets up on. All you have to do is use your eyes.
Sounds good.
All in a day's work. See ya.
Okay, I think Lou's wrong. I just totally guessed that one. Okay, Lou, I feel is wrong. So, I don't want to ask, because it's none of my business to ask. Let's wait for Lou. Lou is which one? Lou. Ina. That's PM. Shoot. Why did I do that? 5.
I can't go in there now.
Wait until... Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't know what that means, honestly. Okay. Lou is... But Lou's got no shoes. Maybe it's the right side? I'm gonna guess right. I don't know, there's stuff on the right side, so I am just gonna guess that. Hopefully it's right, because everyone else is left. I don't know. 1, 2, 3. I'm not actually putting 1, 2, 3. I'm just... It's easier for me to know that. Whatever.
Nancy, you do that survey over?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait a sec. Machine's on. Go for it.
Did you right? Please? If not, I'll just put left.
This isn't right. From this survey, it would appear that one of our suspects is an expert at holding up taco stands. You're gonna have to do it over, okay?
No problem.
Anything else?
Think you could give me a hint?
About what?
On second thought, I don't need a hint. Maybe next time.
You need help? Just give me a call.
Let me check my work. No, yes, no. No. This looks right. Earth, X, Mars, Pluto, those are right. Did I spell any of the... Oh, you know what? This might be... I'm just guessing on those, honestly.
Nancy, you do that survey over?
Yep.
Wait a sec. Machine's on.
If this
Go
ain't
for it.
right, I'm gonna panic.
Bad news, Nancy. The survey you send me indicates that the most we got on our hands up there is a litter bug. So you know what you gotta do, right?
I gotta do it over.
Correct. Anything else?
I'd better go.
Don't be a stranger.
Okay. I'm gonna double check if I spelled the names right. I don't know what I'm doing. Los Angeles, Brea, Toronto, Okay. So it's about the rooms itself. I wish I knew what time they leave. Nancy Drew, vacant, Ina. I want to put both because it doesn't show. Both. Oh. Let me just do the freaking house duties.
Shoot, I can't clean this room yet. I don't have anything to put the dirty laundry in.
Well, it looks like he's going to the left. Really though, left. Why am I struggling with this?
I'd better wait until this do not disturb sign is gone.
Who's this room? I gotta wait. This is taking a while. Was it Yanni? That's not even the area. Cool. Oh. Yanni is Calicula. Okay, this is left. Left. BK is Bill Kessler. Fish. Looks like he's going left. Am I gonna have to ask? Shit. Okay. I'll ask after I try sending it in again. I'll just put left since the other ones aren't. I don't know. I'll put both and then I'll see. 3, 1, 2. Tino, you better get ready for my paperwork.
Nancy, you do that survey over?
Yep.
Wait a sec. Machine's on. Go for it.
It better work. I swear.
This survey's not even close. Now, if we were looking for somebody who never wears their seatbelts, we'd be in business. But since we're looking for a possible saboteur...
I'll do it again.
Anything else?
I'd better go.
Always a pleasure.
Okay. Oh boy. It's Lou, I have to make sure. I don't have the bag. The slippers aren't even there. I might have to wait until the slippers are there. I'm just guessing on this. 'Cause I don't want to have to go through the times again. Okay. What the heck? I don't want PM. Okay, I think it has to be like facing this way. You have to see that he goes right, not my left, but his right. So Bella's right. You know, I think they're all, which you told me it was the left.
This is where I dumped the laundry bag.
Okay, I think they're all right except her. Right, right, right. Ooh, I gotta spell that right. Okay. Finally. It took me a while to remember that I have to be their point of view in order to get it right. I can't just do it my point of view, because that's how they get up. You get it? Okay. 7669.
That did it.
Okay. Here. I'm gonna go in my room. Just put on. Next morning, or I'll save. Okay. Well, this has been part 1 of Nancy Drew, White Wolf Icicle Creek from 2007. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for part 2. Thank you.